Welcome to MME Late. Sorry it's late. I was recovering from the dentist. I went back to the dentist to get my final caps on. I was not expecting to be in pain, and oh boy, was I in pain. So I took some pills, but I'm feeling good now. I don't know what happened during that nap. I wasn't even I was shh, Callie, don't start, please. I'm telling a story. And if you're just getting here, please thumbs up the video. I need your support. Callie, you're the reason I might not stream anymore down here. Come here. Say hello to everyone. Come on. Come on. No one wants to hear you barking right away. Um, but yeah, I'm recovering from my caps, and the dental costs are not getting cheaper. Yes, they told me about all kinds of things they want me to do, including another root canal. But I said, this has got to wait till January. I can't do all this. Callie, please stop. I'm going to have to put her away right at the start.
Right?
I just took her out. She's just barking at the ceiling because the cat. Brian, hold stuff down for a second here.
All right. Okay. So, anyways, I just saw Max was doing this, so I jumped on. We'll say hi to the chat. Let's see here. Jacob McKenzie. What is up? He says, "What up, Max?" How's it going, Jacob McKenzie? I'm doing good. Let's see here. Max, the first two episodes of Godzilla spinoff series Monarch Legacy of Monsters is out now. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so we have Strange Marvel Figure says, Max, what's up? Isaac, the biggest movie fan, says, hey, Max. Yes, Max can never keep his dog under control. Yeah, that's all right, though. But I am here to save you from boredom. Who needs teeth anyways? I'm about to be there soon, man. My poor teeth. Oh, no, not Callie. Yeah, I get it. And yeah, master of everyone. No, I wouldn't go that far. No, I can barely take care of myself sometimes, or most of the time.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, saving me from myself. What's going
I
on,
was
man?
going to say something, but I put that bee in a cage. No, I'm just kidding. uh,
Sorry, I'll be back on camera when I'm done eating.
Clypeus, hey, I think I'll be seeing you Saturday. That's my cousin.
Oh,
Who
nice.
who needs teeth anyways? I do. I need teeth.
Yeah,
Man,
to chew meat. Yeah.
uh, I can't. No, it's not my fault. She's very. It's living with dogs and a cat that don't like each other, and I said that might happen. You know, usually you see the nice pictures on the internet of dogs and cats like being best of friends. That's not what's happening in this house. Hey Rhea. Hey Axel, how's it going, buddy? Yeah. Well, we do have some topics to talk about. Let me bring up the first one here. I got to get back into it. I got to grow this channel, which I'm going to need all your support because my rising dental costs are insane. Like I was
No.
not expecting that. I remember Brian, I said it hurts a little bit, but I was going in for a cleaning. And then they're like, "No, we got to do 5 hours later,
Oh,
thousands
geez.
of dollars later." Oh my god, that creeps up on you. And now I brush and floss and mouthwash all the time now, and then I'm going for cleaning every few months. I don't want to deal with this
Oh,
again.
teeth problems are the worst, man.
Yeah. Um, there's a reason you don't spend a lot of things. Brian, master of puppets. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, playing Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Always booked for the Rebel Moon show in LA, but I saw it was right before my work trip and Christmas. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I started you know, I brush softer now than I used to and more frequently. Like I used to brush too hard, I think, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, Brucifer is here. Hey, Brucifer.
What's going on?
Recovered from my I was pain this afternoon. I took a pill, woke up, and then I feel okay. And I'm like, I should do some movie talk about some movie news. There's
Ooh,
things that came out. This isn't going to be a long live stream, but I'm like, I got to get right back into it if I'm feeling all right. The first
yeah.
topic, which I wanted to talk about last night, I just didn't have time, is remember when I said I don't think they're gonna do Kang Dynasty and they're gonna pivot to Secret Wars, and then a certain crazy Joe was like, "They're not gonna be reactionary." I love you, Joe. It seems like they are pivoting hardcore with actually,
Well,
uh,
Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty are two separate movies.
yes, yeah, they are. But you do know that that the director's leaving that was gonna do Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, because the scheduling. He's doing other projects.
Yeah. You don't see how that
Uh-huh.
could you don't see how that could impact Kang Dynasty not even happening anymore?
Why wouldn't it happen? When has Marvel ever canceled a project?
You're ruining my lead to the
What? I'm just stating
you really
facts.
think this is gonna happen still? No, I don't think
It's
this is
like 3
happening
years
still.
away. A lot can
I don't
happen.
think this is happening still. I think this is a big sign. I mean, it's not official. We're not doing Kang Dynasty anymore, but I don't think it's not a
Well,
pivot. It's a massive restructuring.
it just kind of depends on Jonathan Majors, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I just don't. I just think you move on.
I
Like,
think
look,
Majors is out.
yeah. Look, the director's gone. Majors isn't there, and even if you liked Jonathan Majors, the numbers weren't very good for
But then it's only natural
Quantumania
to go a
and
different
Loki
direction,
season
then,
2.
right?
What's that?
It's only right to go in another direction. That's what Warner Brothers would do.
Yeah. I mean, the whole industry is very reactionary all the time. So
What? You
I don't
just
see
said the whole industry? Wow.
Hollywood. Yes, very reactionary when it comes to money. Absolutely. It's not there. Move on. I would have liked to see
Well,
what happened to Kang, but it's not very popular. I've watched a lot of movie pundits lately
I
talking
don't
about the
think that's
Quantumania
accurate
bonusing.
because Loki was very popular and it's centered around Kang, pretty much.
The Loki season 2 numbers were good.
Yes.
I don't know if they're out yet.
I
I
don't know
think
if they
there's
were
a
as good as
reason
the
you're
first
hearing
one, but
about the director moving on now, and
Well, the
it's
first
right
one
after
didn't
the
the first
season
one
2
come out during the
finale.
pandemic? So there were more people home.
yeah, most of us were sitting on our
Well,
asses back then.
Hmm.
you're hearing about this when this always happens in Hollywood. I've been covering it for a long time. After box office results come in, what happened? The Marvel's box office and Loki season 2. Now, you're not going to have the transparent numbers that they have right now. You're going to get them through other sites, but I think they know already. And I believe, even though people liked season 2, that it probably underperformed too. I'm not saying it's doom and gloom, but um, let me bring up.
There's serious potential for such things to happen.
Uh, okay, well, this is I don't know where this is coming from, but let me bring this up. Disney
No,
releases
say Reddit.
surprising. No. All right, let me bring this up. I just don't think the interest is there. I could be wrong. I don't think people are clamoring for Kang. I don't hear people. Then we're talking about. I don't hear the talk like when the Thanos or anything else. Oh
Well,
wow!
who
I
the
can't
hell
wait
is
till
he?
King. I
I
can't
mean,
wait till. Well,
who is
we
he?
know
Victor
who he is.
Timely, he who remains. I mean, come on, all these variants. Who is he? Who is he? What's his history?
All right. Well,
What's his story?
here's Den of Geek.
What the hell is
Dis,
this?
Disney releases surprising Loki season 2 viewing numbers. Now I don't know if this is good or bad. I'm just bringing this up. Critics and fans alike agree that Loki has been Marvel's best Disney Plus series to date. But how does season 2 compare to season 1 in terms of cold, hard numbers? According to the Hollywood Reporter, Loki kept a fairly consistent viewing base throughout season 2, the first episode fetching 10.9 million views globally, and the finale snagging 11.2 million views.
Yeah, so viewership did not drop.
Okay. The streamer also noted that each episode achieved more than 11 million views during the week it debuted. But THR's report also noted that Loki's season 2 finale numbers, which equate to 649.6 million viewing minutes, didn't beat the figures of The Mandalorian season 3 finale, nor did they come close to Loki's own season 1 figures, which at some points were creeping much closer to 1 billion viewing minutes per episode. What can we glean from these numbers? While season 2's consistent viewing figures indicate that's a sizable amount of people who are watching Loki's sophomore effort were invested enough to stick to the story, to stick with the series once they were on board, which is good. But they also suggested the positive word of mouth on season 2 was encouraging a huge number of additional people to give it a shot during its 6-week rollout. Okay, well, this is mostly positive here. That's great. I still, even with these numbers, I still think they're pivoting away from Kang.
They're not pivoting away from Kane and pivoting away from Majors.
Yeah. Both, because they kind of already, with the way he was in.
What he's trying to suggest is
Quantumania,
that he's not a formidable enough villain to keep around. So let's bring in Max's favorite villain,
Dr. Doom.
I
Listen, I'm not going to be upset if they go with Kang. I just think they need a shot in the arm. They are going to go with a more popular villain. I doubt they're going to stay course with Kang, especially now that the director's out.
I think they should go with Magneto. Just
Majors
throw everybody a
is
big
out.
curveball.
Okay, so Bruce.
Yes.
You're right.
I know, right?
No, you're right. You're right a lot. No,
Brian, can you attest to this?
I'm saying with it doesn't necessarily mean if Jonathan Majors and the director are both out of Kang Dynasty that they're still not going to do Kang Dynasty.
They're still doing Daredevil, and the director was out, right?
Yeah,
and the writer.
Daredevil's a more popular. I mean, it's subjective, but come on.
Daredevil's more popular character than Kang, really?
Kang, yes.
You just said that?
Yes. Daredevil's a more popular character than Kang, as far as I know.
I knew who Daredevil was before Kang.
Yeah. But okay, so put those two. These are facts.
I consider myself a normie.
These are facts that the director's leaving Kang Dynasty, and Jonathan. Well, it's not a fact yet that Jonathan Majors isn't going to continue, but they'd be crazy.
Kang Dynasty comes out before Secret Wars, right?
It was supposed to.
I don't know if anything like the comics, Doom is like the big bad for Secret Wars. I don't think it's to beyond it like the shot.
Do you really think that they'll stick with the Kang storyline based on those two
factors? They have to.
Why do they have to?
Because at the end of Quantumania, it said the Kangs were coming. The Council of Kangs were coming. You can't just they just disappeared in a void.
They could do Warner Brothers.
They didn't. What?
They could do a Warner Brothers to just ignore what they promised before and just move on.
I don't think you understand that Disney has not been reactionary at all. They keep moving. They don't care what you think. They're going to make money regardless. They keep pushing forward.
Well, maybe they should be a little more introspective nowadays.
I think you don't think that they need to, though, Bruce? I think they need to at this point.
Need to what?
Marvel's hasn't
pivot away from Kang.
Well, really think about what they're doing with the whole MCU. The numbers have gone down significantly. I don't think
I think they
Go
have a
ahead.
plan. They're going to see it through.
You don't think they're
For
going to
better or
adapt?
for
They're going to
worse.
either react
Yeah.
and adapt and pivot at all.
But you criticize WB for doing the same thing, pivoting
Yes.
and stopping stuff and going forward. But you want Marvel to do it. Stop
Well, because
everything and
they're
just
I
doing the
know I'm
change
being
it.
opposite, though.
hypocritical at this point,
No,
right?
no, but
Because
I can see what he's saying, though. Okay, so like, if something works and it keeps working, it keeps working, it keeps working, but you get to a point where it doesn't necessarily not work, but it doesn't work as good as it used to work. Okay, can we at least agree that that's where kind of the MCU is right now? It's not in the best of positions, it's not in the worst of positions, but you know, according to for most of it, it's been steady decline in terms of numbers. Okay, just regardless, whatever
yeah,
reason it
I like
is.
the Marvels. Absolutely. I want to
But
see. I want to
I'm
see.
just saying, like diminishing returns.
Yeah.
I believe their focus is on Deadpool
But
3,
Marvel's
the
diminished
X-Men.
returns is something that Warner Brothers wish they had right now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
They've
You
already
know, and
they
I
did the
me sticking up
reboot
for Marvel.
switch.
That's ooh.
I know,
Degrassi is
right?
saying
He's the
Kingsbury
DCest shill of them all.
will
I'm
remain.
just kidding.
Jonathan Majors will not.
Yes, I am. I am a Sony shill.
Oh,
What
you
is that?
got it. Ooh,
They
cool.
can make anybody a Kang variant at that rate. They're like, hey, what's up? I'm
I
Kang variant.
I did like it, but the numbers aren't good. No, I didn't see your announcement in the chat. Let me see.
This is the Jerry Springer show now.
My first review series of 2024 will be the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy to celebrate the crappy
Really?
Madam Web movie coming out around Valentine's Day. Oh, people don't like the trailer? I didn't see it yet. I got to
Yeah,
react to it.
people are hating it before they even see the movie, like always.
Well, it is a trailer. You can be critical of a trailer. That's
Yeah,
But
but
fine.
you see, the thing about it is though, okay, like at this point, it's a business. Okay, can we just admit it's a business
What?
to hate on movies just
Oh
before they
yeah.
come out in general? Okay, so it's like, okay, who gives a rat's ass what?
Yeah. Critics on YouTube are a business. Are they actually critics? Are they,
No, I don't want to use the word grifter, but I mean, come on now. What else? What are
let me.
these?
I don't know if you guys do know I do a well. I'm not gonna say what I do because I do the top 10 lists every week,
Mhm.
and so we look at sales and what's moving. Spider books are moving, especially these
Yes.
female characters. Hundreds of copies of these first appearance of these characters are selling like wildfire in the last 2 days.
All right.
So
Fair
they
enough.
have excited the comic book community.
But you're talking about Sony's version
Where
of
do you
these
think they
characters.
came from? All these characters are in comic books for the last 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah, but they're Sony's version that did they did Venom and
This is the
Morbius,
first
and
time they decided to actually make
people
it.
don't trust. I think they trust Sony less than they trust Warner Brothers. Morbius numbers were horrendous.
And then it's the same talking point. It's a 2000 movie. It's a CW movie. Wah, 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 wah. Just have fun with a movie. Set your expectations lower than what you should because you're expecting a bad movie. And stop crying about it in every chat you go to.
Oh wow, Bruce is going hot. Wow, this Top Gun is gunning down. Look at this guy, Brian. Listen, I'm gonna push back at you, Bruce. You can't make people see movies. You can't make them like. Yeah, you might think
I
your
know that.
criticisms are ridiculous, but you know what?
Yes.
People aren't showing up to the movies, so that's exactly what Ghost Bumble says.
But this, like Brian
Of a whole-
said, this whole culture of it's cool to hate on everything and grip to hate on everything.
But I'm not.
If
I'm
you're
not
not going to
also.
watch it, don't go to. I'm just saying, just stop complaining about it every day. If you're not going to watch it.
If they complain, at least they
Well, the
care.
thing is that's their job is to complain about it. Is what I'm really getting at. Okay, so I think us as people who don't want to hear it, kind of almost have to go out of our way to avoid hearing it.
Mm.
Like if you really
I
don't
don't
want to
mind
hear it
hearing it.
anymore, I know you don't.
I
That's why you
want
talk about
Madam
it
Web
all the
to be
time.
a good movie. I didn't even see the trailer yet, so I'm judging it based on Sony.
But just
I
knowing
just
what you know with movies and the female-led casts and all that kind of crap, you know exactly what the people on the internet are gonna say.
But I don't.
no, I'm not
But
even talking about the people that have shows and internet. I'm talking about just random people in chats going
yeah,
from stream to stream complaining about it. And they do this every time something comes out, and it becomes annoying after a while. It really does. I know it's the internet, I know it's what they do, but if you go to the comic side of YouTube, it's such positivity for this trailer is insane compared to the movie side of YouTube.
really,
Yeah,
they like the trailer.
love the trailer
All right, well,
because the costumes are comic book most for the most part, they're comic book accurate.
I would watch the trailer, but I got another strike on the channel.
You did? It wasn't
Yes.
me. It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. It was
Okay,
it
good.
was it was Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. When'd you play
Yes, the
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice, just the image.
What?
You got a
I
strike for
clipped it
that?
out and I put that as the thumbnail,
Oh
and
man,
they struck
Max.
the channel and took it down, but I could still live stream.
And you're talking about making money on YouTube?
Yeah, Beetlejuice and Warner Brothers.
You better hurry up and be more entertaining. Let's go, dude. What's going on here?
What?
Wow.
Gotta make that money, Dad.
Make what money?
I played the X-Men intro. I didn't get a strike.
I know.
Yeah.
We have
What?
27 people watching and only 13 likes. Come on, everyone. I got a strike on the channel. I need your support.
You know, I will admit the trailer was little it was
Eat bacon. Oh,
it could have been better. I thought it was a little too dark, the trailer. But you know, it is what it is. It's the first teaser, well, 2 minutes. I don't know what the hell they were thinking putting a 2-minute trailer out.
You know what? I disagree with you, Bruce. If people want to complain about it, at least they're talking about it. The worst thing is not even talking about it. At least they're intrigued. They might watch it just to see how bad it is or something. In the job of the trailer, I agree with Ghost Bumbles, is to sell you on the movie. Now, I didn't even see the trailer yet. I hope it's good. I just doubt it. Doubt it based on factors. It's not the Spider-Verse movies, and I don't think it even translates that, even though the comic side of YouTube really likes the comics, I don't necessarily think that translates to the general audience like in this trailer.
No, we can't speak for the general audience because we don't know. We haven't.
We're not the general audience.
No, I know, but you're saying you're seeing a lot of, not on the comic side, but on the other side, you're seeing a lot of people not feeling this trailer or
Yes.
complaining about it. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I was just getting it from you. That's all. I didn't see that
I mean,
yet.
aside from the usual suspects, because
Yeah.
you know how, like, you know, that
Free
they
market
already
is speaking.
did their thing.
Yes, I'm gonna go see Godzilla. So that's my thoughts on it. I have zero expectations for Madam Web. I will see it if, as long as I have my A list still. When does it come out?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
I do not know.
Well, I could be doing a lot better things on Valentine's Day.
Really?
Maybe.
Come on.
Hunting VHS tapes.
No.
Avoiding your wife.
What?
Whoa.
What the hell, Brian? What is that?
Well,
No,
come on, dude.
not
If you're on here
avoiding.
streaming, if you're on here streaming on Valentine's Day night, just we're gonna.
I said I
rewind
could be
back to
doing
this.
better things. How do you?
Yes.
What do you think that means? Avoiding.
Taking your
No,
woman
things
out
that
to
might
dinner?
include her. God damn it.
So, Max, fair warning. I'm giving you a heads up, Max.
Please.
I've been getting a lot of requests. People like the X-Men casting so much.
Yeah.
They want us to do a Fantastic Four casting.
Oh, I never got a chance to do mine.
Yeah. I would love to.
Who would you pick for your director, Brian?
Well, I was gonna do like the 2000s movies, but without Bryan Singer. So just about anybody can direct. It's a Marvel movie. Oh, anyone could sit behind a camera and go action for these movies.
jeez.
They're already planned out.
I know. I know. Did he not pick anyone? Is
No,
he
I
not
didn't.
playing?
No, my
Play
He
the
said
director.
game.
any random
Well, I
person
don't
off the
need.
street.
Director is little movie perp. Okay, that's my director
No,
for the
my
new
director is
X-Men
Sam
movie.
Raimi.
Why?
I love the tone of the Spider-Man movies. I'd like
Okay.
to see that same tone transfer over to the Fantastic Four, and I really like Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness.
Well, I mean,
So
You
I
know,
would pick
and
Sam Raimi.
oh, where is it? Crap, did I leave it open?
I'm just saying, if you want to make money with an X-Men movie, go for nostalgia. You gotta go for the old cast. Get them all to come back. I mean, all of
They
them,
tried
and
that
then
with the
you make
Flash.
money. They no, they did not. If they
Uh,
okay. No, they
all right,
didn't.
this is
Or
I know in the
if they did, it
trailer
was
with
very half-assed.
you know the trailer with Ezekiel is in the kind of spider suit in the trailer. Ezekiel Sims.
Who?
That's the name of the character.
Oh, the
This is the costume that he wears in the comics.
Hmm.
I don't think they could do a mech suit like this.
141. Jesus Christ, that's expensive.
Don't ask.
That's cool.
I don't think he's going to be the bad guy of the
What is he,
movie.
like an Iron Spider or some shit? Like I don't
No,
know.
he's a variant of Spider-Man.
Well, I'm just saying they need to get more Spider-Man if they really want to like sell those movies. Or is like the Disney part of it like, nah, you guys can use any character but Spider-Man.
If it's going to lead to where I think it's going to lead into interdimensional vampires that eat spider people.
Well, isn't like Madam Web part of one of those wars or something like that? It was in the cartoons back in the day. I think it was in the Spider-Man cartoon. Like Secret Wars had a lot to do with Madam Web or something, because she's she can interdimensionally travel and she can be a part of the multiverse.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about this. Talking about your.
Oh no,
casting
I want
couch.
to talk about this too. The safest casting known to mankind. No,
I did not see this coming. I
Nobody did.
actually,
And nobody
I don't
did.
actually
Not
don't
even
think
Oberyn Martell. He
I
didn't see that
actually don't
coming
know
either.
if I want this to happen because I love Pedro Pascal,
Oh,
but
never
he's
mind.
in a lot of projects now. He's not going to be able to give it his full attention
I ain't
as
gonna
Reed
be a
Richards. And you
Mandalorian
want Reed
anymore, so you're
Richards,
good. You're good.
you want if you cast Reed Richards in the MCU, you're probably going to want him to take a pivotal role in the Avengers too, right?
Yeah. One
Is
would think.
Pedro Pascal should
Wait,
this rumor be?
what?
You didn't hear this?
No, I'm talking about this.
Oh, Sam Raimi always
Somebody's
forget.
dropping a hint in the chat.
Yeah. Batman
Mm.
the Brave and the Bold, you mean?
No, what's his name is doing that?
Okay.
Eddie
Well,
Machete.
Pedro Pascal in talks to play Reed Richards in Marvel's movie. I don't know if this is just a slow day where they want to talk about a random person. He has not come up on the rumors for Fantastic Four yet until now.
Well, as I was told today, somebody actually mentioned this in the chat a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Pedro will be a daddy and he'll be fantastic at it. But nobody paid attention to the chat that day. I wasn't here.
Was that Degrassi?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to Degrassi. Sorry. Where is this coming from? This news was first reported by Daniel Rickman and later backed up by Slash Film and Deadline, with the latter saying that the deal is far from done as the scheduling is still being worked out. Pedro Pascal is one busy dude, and he's expected to be getting back to work on Ridley Scott's Gladiator sequel before that. You know what? For one thing, even though I don't necessarily want to see it, not because I don't think he could do it, just because he is so busy, so many other characters. props to Pedro, because at the beginning of his career, he had a friend actress pay, help him with his rent or something at the beginning of his career. He does not have that problem anymore. He's making the money for sure on all these series. I think he needed a place to stay or something. He was really hard up at the beginning of his career for funds. Now he is making bank. So if that's true, yes, I'm not mad at that at all. I'm just saying, what a difference, Um, I think he's got so many other franchises under his belt. Although I heard, is it true that he's not coming back for Mandalorian? Because I
Oh, I don't know.
saw that
Didn't
too. That,
Grace Randolph say that a while back? And
well, no, I mean, but now I think
He's coming back.
for season
It's just a
4.
voiceover role, as this article says,
Okay.
right at the last line.
Yeah,
I think they're filming season 4. They're writing on it.
yeah.
I
well,
prefer the
that's just
Bo-Katan
disappointing.
show, but it's just me.
Oh yeah, the Bo-Katan show. Okay, well, he's expected to be getting back to work on Ridley Scott's Gladiator sequel before the end of the year, as well as reprise his role of Joel on the second season of HBO's The Last of Us. He's also expected to return as the Mandalorian, but that role has become more of a voiceover gig for that actor. The Fantastic Four movie is expected to launch, and I would say, look at the news stories that are popping. We're talking about Fantastic Four now. We're talking about a new casting for Reed Richards. And then the director of Kang Dynasty is no longer, and Jonathan Majors still has issues, and it seems like they're moving away from it. There's all these things are happening at once. The timing of all this, Bruce and Brian, I think they're just moving on, is my thoughts.
Well, the timing is the timing because of the strike. They have to announce everything
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Max conspiracies.
I believe there's more to it. I believe, go with what you know. Go with the Fantastic Four. People have been asking, like Brian said earlier, get Doctor Doom in there, and move on from Kang Dynasty. Not that I don't want it to happen. That's not that I don't want it to happen, but I just they will not move away. Okay, I hope I'm wrong. Actually, I don't know if I hope I'm wrong, because I don't know if they stuck to the same thing, I don't think it would be a success unless it's really well done. I don't think I don't believe people are that interested. Okay. So it's set to be directed by WandaVision's Matt Shackman, who has teased that the movie will be unlike anything we've seen from Marvel so far. It's different in so many ways, Shackman said. I wish I could be specific. I wish I could say more, but we are doing things very differently from a story standpoint, from an approach to the filmmaking standpoint that really fits the material. I wish I could say more. I would love to, but I can't. But I think it's going to be unlike anything you've seen before, and certainly unlike anything at Marvel that you've seen before. Let's hope so.
His lips are sealed.
Um, but basically, from all this, would you like to see Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? Yes or no?
No.
No?
I
No.
don't care. I mean, if they're gonna go forever, get somebody younger, get somebody unknown.
I
You
agree.
don't have to pay an arm and a leg to do it. But now you got a name, so it's like they're just trying to bank off of Pedro Pascal. But I don't know if he has that box office draw. Does he? I don't know.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Yes. No. I mean,
Everything he's
good
done
on
is pretty
cable
much been
shows.
TV shows,
Yeah.
streaming shows.
I really like Pedro Pascal, but I only think he succeeds in certain roles. Like, I think Joel was just perfect for him.
Yeah.
Whereas other roles, like, he didn't necessarily help Wonder Woman 84.
You don't
He
like him
was
as Oberyn
known
Martell?
in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he was horrible in Wonder Woman 84.
In Mandalorian, I
Oberyn.
think has succeeded. I don't think he's the reason Mandalorian succeeded. So I think his most relevant role to me is Joel. I think he's an
Eh,
amazing talent. Like,
in
I would
Game
like
of
to see him.
Thrones.
I'm saying franchise work. His franchise work, he's hit or miss. His acting ability is tops. I'd like I want to see him in Gladiator 2, whether you think they should make that or not. I really am looking forward to that. But his franchise work, I don't know if they are banking on his name recognition for Reed Richards. I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed to him being Reed Richards. If they start making Fantastic Four, I'm ecstatic because I want to see it. But fake news, Uh, uh, although I think I'd prefer him over Krasinski, honestly, for Multiverse of Madness.
And no, honestly though, I think they should have just stuck with goddamn John Krasinski. Like,
You think they should have? I don't.
yeah. And it just confused people.
To confuse people. I think for me, the perfect casting for Reed would have been Brandon Roth.
That would have been nice.
Well, he was already the Adam, wasn't he?
I was really hoping
DC,
I was really hoping Adam Driver would have taken the role because I like Adam Driver a lot. But that's all I had for this specific topic.
About the only thing I like about this is this took everybody's fan casting.
Oh, I love that.
And flushed it down the toilet. Oh my god. Everybody was so salty this morning. Just, or yesterday or whatever. Dude, sorry, my day like blurred together. I ended up working all day. So I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, no. Good old casting.
I didn't like Krasinski in the role.
Yeah, it was because of the fan casting. That's the thing. It's like the fan casting, right? Zeno, fan cast of the devil. Just sit back, relax, and get surprised by somebody you've never seen before.
Just like the fan casting for Ahsoka, Rosario, and people do not like Ahsoka.
I don't think people don't like her as Ahsoka.
Well, they say she can't act.
I think they're not a fan of the show, which I think.
It's her. Really? on the Star Wars side of it, they do not like Ahsoka. They say her acting was stiff, unfortunately, and I'm like, you asked for her.
The fan castings were far. All right, so let me bring this up. This is about Superman Legacy.
Here we go.
Listen, I'm positive towards Superman Legacy now. Like I just want it to come out, get made, so I can judge it on its own merits.
Maria Gabriela de Faria.
What?
Maria Gabriel de Faria.
Okay.
Got that?
Superman Legacy welcomes Maria Gabriela de Faria as the engineer. She's joined the cast of Superman's Legacy as the engineer, a member of the Authority.
Is that like Lex Luthor or something? I don't know.
No, remember James Gunn's Slate, the Authority? Right? So this is one of the Authority
What is
characters.
the Authority? I don't know. Like I read a goddamn comic book.
It's just imagine the Justice League if they were the boys.
Yeah. But this means that they're still going to go ahead with the Authority, right? People are like, oh, are they still going to do the Authority movie? Well, it's kind of like, how much do you think the Authority is going to play into Legacy?
Well, I think James Gunn said he's telling a Superman story. These people just are the extra heroes in the Superman movie are part of the story. They're not plot devices to move on to the next project. He doesn't do that.
All right.
They will have an integral part in his movie. They're not there just for random cameos.
Well, Deadline has reported that she's joined I'm not going to try it again. Has joined the cast of James Gunn. Maria, James Gunn's Superman Legacy as the engineer. She will play Angela Spica?
No, I'm Max.
I don't know.
And just say Angela.
Angela, a member of the Authority
Please,
with
God. Woo, save
liquid
you one.
Lord.
liquid body. Ooh, due to nanotechnology in her bloodstream. The
Yeah.
character was created by Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch and was the first introduced to Authority #1, 1999. The superhero group is set to be featured in their own movie, the first chapter of DCU, but there were rumblings this summer that they would be first introduced in Superman Legacy. Deadline reports also refers to the engineer as a villain, so it's possible she could be an antagonist this time around. It's not clear if any other members of the Authority will show up in the movie, but if they are, we should be hearing the casting news before too long. Maria has appeared in The Exorcism of God, Deadly Class, Animal Control, The Moody's, and more. I haven't seen any of those.
Deadly Class was good.
With the addition of the engineer, and I think this is a fair point to talk about. What the heck's happened there? There's a lot of characters in Superman Legacy. How do we feel about that? Let's go over them and then get to how we feel. With the addition of the engineer, Superman Legacy is pretty packed with DC heroes. David Cornsweet Pearl is set to be Clark Kent alongside Rachel Brosnahan as Lois. We'll see Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, a charismatic and slightly obnoxious member of the Green Lantern Corps. Isabella Merced
Slightly
as
obnoxious.
Hawkgirl. Eddie Gathegi, X-Men First Class, as Mr. Terrific. And Anthony Kerrigan as Metamorpho. What are we seeing? These are all
All
confirmed,
great,
right?
all good actors.
I have to admit, regardless of whether I think they should all be in a Superman movie, I'm not saying they shouldn't, Bruce. I'm saying, okay,
I didn't say anything.
those are great castings.
That was me giggling.
Those are great castings. Nathan
I get
Fillion
blamed
as
for
Guy
everything.
Gardner is a great casting. The
I'm
guy
surprised you're
from
not
First
bitching about him being in all James Gunn's movies like his wife. Huh? Huh? You
No.
cry nepotism?
No, because Nathan Fillion's a better actor than his wife.
What?
No,
Oh, get out of here, Max.
Get out of here with that.
She's great. She's great. I would cast her in everything too. No, I like Nathan Fillion more than his wife. What are you doing Kathy Kennedy for? James Gunn, Kathy Kennedy. No, but other than that, these castings are great. So, and I wouldn't be if to be fair, if Zack Snyder said I'm making a Superman movie and I'm putting all these other characters and I'm casting I would be up through the moon.
Hit the thumbs
So
up
I
for the
should be
hate.
through the moon. So I should be through the moon for James Gunn putting all these characters in to see his interpretation. So that's the method of positivity towards James Gunn. I'm like, yeah, if I was Zach was doing this and putting all these characters in, I wouldn't be like, oh, wait, Zach, that's too many characters. No.
What happened to
So
Henry
I'll
Cavill?
keep the same energy towards James Gunn. I think he does great casting, interesting characters. So if he feels they should be in a Superman movie, I'm all for it. I want to see the takes. And you're going to get more of a glimpse of the universe than just Superman in this movie.
I just hope there's a lot of dick and fart jokes.
Me too.
Those only go so far for me. I'm not against them. Of course there won't be. It's James Gunn. But those castings are great. What do you think, Brian? The castings sound great.
Oh, it's fine. I just hope the movie's like over the top silly. So all you guys that sit there and like, I want a real serious, grown up, adult, R-rated Superman movie, because that's what we needed in the
I don't
world
want an
right now.
R-rated Superman movie.
I didn't say Max. I'm just saying, like, people tend to want a more mature superhero movie with their Superman. So let's go ahead and ramp up the violence and the goofiness. Oh, I hope it's so goofy that like you guys.
Wait, you want it
so
to be
mad.
goofy just so people get pissed?
Yes.
Not because you want it to be funny and fun.
Yeah. Well, I do want it to be funny and fun. I enjoy that. You know what I mean? I'm not like the rest of the people that get all bent out of shape over it.
All right. Well, I'm not necessarily going for that vibe, but I mean, if you're talking about Guy Gardner, that's got to be some of it. Yeah.
It's gonna be a silly movie, guys. Come on
Yes, James Gunn is good at casting people, and I'll tell you what, on cassette tape, uh, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 soundtrack is fire, one of the best soundtracks of all time, I think. I've been listening to that on
He's
my
like, come and get
boombox.
your love.
It's so good. Brian, if you ever get a Walkman, I'll get you that soundtrack on cassette from Amazon. It's so good. It's so good. It definitely won't be silly. Superman living a squeaker.
One
through
would
a
hope.
burst-
One would hope it's not silly, but I'm just telling you, I would laugh
Uh,
my ass off if it was.
okay.
Like Guardians
So
of the Galaxy funny to where people who are like to hold their nose up at the Guardians of the Galaxy because they think it's too silly. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Or
like.
the Suicide Squad,
Listen,
Peacemaker.
I gave the Suicide Squad another chance. It was a different vibe than Guardians. It was hard. It was more hard-edged comedy, more dark comedy than Guardians, right? So I
Oh,
gave it another
absolutely.
shot.
What
I
about
like the first Suicide
Peacemaker?
Squad. I'd like Peacemaker right away. But remember, I gave the Suicide Squad another shot, and now I really like it. I'm just like, not everyone likes every type of humor, right?
True. Well, the first Suicide Squad had no humor in it at all, or they tried to put humor in it and just like,
No, there was some funny stuff in there. The first half
yeah.
with Will Smith and Harley, yeah, there were some funny scenes. But I was hoping of more. It's really not a continuation, really, of much of that at all. Because some of the characters, but I really enjoyed the Suicide Squad after watching it again. Um, the audio fidelity, like with the cassette tape. I have a tape deck on its way, but I usually listen to my Walkman. The Walkman sounds great. I have this cheap ass boombox that's not very good quality. I just use it when I'm like painting or cleaning the house or doing stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more announcements for this movie. I hope it's on track, and it's July 11th, 2025. He confirmed that that's the release date. He's gonna try to hit that mark.
Nice.
All right, let me look at this. I didn't even see.
Didn't see what?
I didn't even see the trailer yet. I'm gonna do a trailer reaction after this live stream for this movie. The Madam Web. Let me see the images from it. Madam Web trailer connects a group of strangers as it weaves its way online. Who's this?
That's Ezekiel Sims.
Oh, okay.
In the comics, he's pretty much an old man that runs around barefoot in the city.
50 Shades of Grey actress.
Mhm.
I don't know who she is.
Well, she's gonna play Aranya
That doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks a little. I don't know. I'll have to see the
That's from
context of the
from the
scene there.
comic book.
Supposed to be Spider Woman.
Yes,
Madam Web.
she was the third or fourth Spider Woman.
I mean, I hope it succeeds. It doesn't look horrible to me. It doesn't have a great release date. You know, I'm more looking forward. What happened to Craven? Wasn't it supposed to get released and then they delayed it?
Everything got delayed. Then
I
we
know, but was that supposed to come out near the Halloween or something?
let me check the slides from Tuesday's show that we did.
Okay,
Or was that Monday show that I did that?
Monday.
Well, I think
Was it one of my
Craven,
new slides?
yeah.
Hold on, I'll find it.
These movies just kind of snuck up on me, man. I knew they were kind of coming out, but I didn't care.
Look
So I
at
was like,
this.
okay.
Oh wait, no, wrong slide.
Figure
You're not
drawing.
wrong,
What
Anthony.
the hell, figure? Whoa. Just likes her body.
It's all gonna be hot garbage. I agree. But I
Craven
disagree
is
with
August 2024.
Bivs is king.
I like the idea of multiple Spidey femmes on screen together. DL came in just to say Madam Webber looks awful. Okay.
Well, oh, good
You
lord.
said a derpy looking, oh my God, figure drawing. That was mean. She's a beautiful woman.
Well, wasn't DL and Perp Stream saying the same thing earlier?
We're gonna
I
get
don't
all
know.
culture war on this one, aren't we?
Yes, they are.
I did Google
No,
her
because
image
it's like
before.
an all-girl Spidey team, dude. Just think about it. How many times we're gonna hear the word Mary Sue? And,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we
Girl
got Welcome to
boss.
Broke. It's all girls.
Wow,
Oh, this
wow,
movie didn't
wow.
make any money.
You know what? They're still not paying to see the movie. You know, I don't know. Grow up. Okay. Uh, it. Oh, really? Zeno has the same writer as Morbius.
Oh, it's
It's
gangbusters, dude.
like they said, Morbid
Gangbusters.
time. I didn't know that.
Oh my god, it's gonna make so much money, dude. Get out of here.
Well,
Thought Morbius was a bomb. I mean,
Oh, to
the
be
bomb.
fair, Morbius had multiple writers and it was pushed back so many times.
And it had Jared Leto's weird ass in it too. So like,
I would
come on.
remind everyone. I would really please like it if you also hit the like button, because we have 31 people watching and still 16 likes. We got to get 20 likes, please. It's only with
I'm
your
telling
support.
you.
It's only if you choose to do it.
I think what this movie has going forward that Morbius didn't. There's
Yeah.
actual spider people in it.
Okay. That's a good.
Well,
That's
yeah,
a
but
strong point,
can we
Bruce. Yeah,
get the Spider-Man?
they
Like,
don't
you know,
hint at it. They're actually giving, the Spider Universe. You know. Um.
but what I don't
So
understand is like, why can't we get a Spider-Man like in these? Is it because of Marvel? Like
they could have done
because
their
of
own thing. They said, "Oh, we're building this whole other universe," and they just haven't.
well, what the hell? Like, uh they just don't want to have two competing Spider-Men. I get it. Doesn't like, oh good god. Get Tom Holland on the case, man. Let's go.
Tom Holland.
Start building up his rogues gallery here. Like
Tom Holland's taking a break from Hollywood.
crossover event. I don't blame him for that one, but like, who's gonna be Spider-Man, dude? Are we gonna get like Andrew Garfield back? I mean, oh Lord, this is just ridiculous.
Can we just have like 2 Spider-Man movies?
Can we just not have anything else anymore? Like Spider-Man?
No,
Move on.
Spider-Man's always, the market always wants more Spider-Man. Look at the video games, consistent. Regardless of what happens at the MCU or the DC universes, Spider-Man's always going to be wanted, you know. But now we're getting another Fantastic Four rumor.
Regardless of what people hate about Venom and Venom 2, they made money.
I like
Yeah.
Venom.
I doubt I'm going to go see. Well, I might have to bring back member requested reviews, and then I'll see Venom 3. But other than that, I don't plan on seeing Venom 3 unless the trailer is really amazing. But
unless we get Spider-Man, you can't have to and have it and not have Spider-Man.
Javier Bardem.
If that makes any sense.
That didn't.
Oh, I thought he'd be like Doctor Doom. I think he'd be a badass Doctor Doom.
Four Javier Bardem is reportedly being eyed to play the planet-eating Marvel villain Galactus.
You mean he's gonna voice Galactus? Maybe do mocap?
I like I also think Javier Bardem just shows up in a lot of stuff, but for this role, I think it's great. I don't think it's going to be a major role. Yeah, I don't. It's just going to be voice only with a CGI Galactus, obviously.
It's gonna be like Benedict Cumberbatch as Dormammu.
Yeah.
Has there been any pushback about Pedro Pascal playing Reed Richards, being that he's not white?
I haven't heard anyone complain about that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they
will.
Why. Yeah. If it becomes official, these are just rumors for now. Although those were pretty legit sources, Deadline and not Daniel RPK, but Daniel RPK along with Slash Film and Deadline, once they're reporting on it, it's most likely accurate. In addition to Daniel RPK, because Daniel RPK does this for Patreon funds, to be fair. But
Is
also Slash
Monarch
Film and
dropping
Deadline
at midnight?
is what?
Is Monarch dropping at midnight or tomorrow morning?
I
What's
don't
Does
know.
anybody know?
I was supposed to do a watch party for that. Maybe I'll set up a watch party for tomorrow night.
What is Monarch?
The Godzilla verse series on Apple Plus.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I watch Godzilla, dude. I don't care. If it doesn't
I
have
want you to
hear
Star
that.
Trek or Wars in it, I don't care. No. Kidding.
Starting with Galactus is interesting. And another clue that probably Kang is done.
Can we get the Silver Surfer, please?
No,
I mean, is he the Herald of Galactus? Like, come on now.
there's multiple heralds.
Well, what do we think about this as Galactus?
Who else can we get besides
This comes from the Hawk Mike Jeff Schneider.
Fire Lord, Terax, Nova. There's a couple more. I
Probably be
forgot.
Nova. They're leaning into that crap. Isn't he like
Nova's
the
an awesome character.
top of like the Nova Corps or something like that? It has the
No,
netting
it's
bands.
different Nova.
Well,
There's two
one
Nova.
day,
There was two Novas.
one day after learning that Pedro Pascal is in talks to join the MCU cast of Fantastic Four, a new rumor suggests Javier Bardem could
Oh, that's
play
right.
the
Aunt May
world-eating
was a
villain
herald of Galactus once.
What's that?
I want.
Aunt May was
Oh.
a herald of Galactus once.
Really?
Really? Oh, can we
Yeah.
please get Marissa Tomei back then?
Yes.
Yes.
Did anyone even see the What If season 2 trailer? I didn't see that yet either.
That's all right.
Them Silver Surfer looks rad. Where did you see that? It's been in the comics probably, right? But I haven't seen a all right. Well, the tip hails from industry insider Jeff Schneider, who says the same source that altered him to Pascal's possible involvement with the film says Marvel is eyeing Bardem for the classic larger-than-life villain. Snyder says Bardem could be out of the running because of a scheduling conflict with Apple and Joseph Krasinski's F1 movie starring Brad Pitt, but that doesn't mean he's out. Bringing Galactus to the silver screen likely means voiceover and motion capture work for Bardem. Still, elements of the production could require him to be on set. Well, Bardem is not a lock, at least not yet. Other casting rumors continue circulating. Vanessa Kirby, Mission Impossible. She's been the most consistent. I think she is Invisible Woman at this point. She's just been hanging around these rumors forever now. And she's more popular now more than ever with Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious, Napoleon. What other movies is she in? She's extremely popular, and it seems like she really wants the role. I think I seen an interview with her. She couldn't comment on it. I think she's a done deal. They just need someone to play off of her for the Fantastic Four. Is Wilder rumored to be? Yeah, I think she is Sue Storm. Meanwhile, whispers imply Joseph Quinn, Stranger Things, is playing Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss Backrack, the Bear, the Punisher, John Adams playing Ben Grimm, the Thing. I don't know about I think this is a good casting. I'm not honestly more excited about this one than Pedro Pascal. Also, because I do want to see Galactus done right. And I think Galactus, I want to ask Bruce and Brian, out of the villains that the MCU could bring, who would make a bigger impact than Galactus? Galactus makes a pretty big impact as a world eater. Mole Man? You'd rather see Mole Man than Galactus? Okay.
Magneto.
I'm not a fan of Galactus. Not really.
I think the Galactus could be done better as a world eater, right?
Sabretooth. I'm talking like B-level villains, dude. I'd rather take on that. Like,
Galactus is a galactic
TV show
threat.
arc.
I want to see an intimidating Galactus. I want to feel the intimidation.
Like the Silver Surfer movie.
Yeah, but the Silver Surfer movie is kind of like a fart cloud. Just like the Green Lantern movie was just a big cloud. I want to see a really intimidating Galactus. I think
Don't you
Javier
think he'd make a
Bardem
great
brings some
Robert Downey?
gravitas that he
Well,
could, be a very intimidating villain.
Don't you think he'd make a great Doctor Doom though?
Javier,
Oh yeah,
yeah, I could see that too.
dude, I loved him in Skyfall, man. Like that was
Well,
one of the best parts.
The
Fantastic Four would have a
Beyonder,
perfect spot to throw Kang.
Bruce Campbell, Beyonder.
Do both. Where like Doctor Doom kills the last Kang variant, and that's the end of the War of the Kangs.
I really like the first Fantastic Four movie. It was
And
a
he's like,
lot of
"This is your
fun.
descendant, Reed."
It was made towards younger viewers, but it was really well done. The first Fantastic Four movie. Annihilus. Okay.
I'm standing by what I
Namor,
say. I think
Rifle
Javier
4.
Javier Bardem is a great
With
person as a
this,
villain, and if you're
Aunt
gonna keep a
May,
villain for more than one movie,
that doesn't
instead
look
of
like Marissa Tomei.
no,
That's
dude,
Aunt May.
listen.
It's a herald.
Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like Aunt May a little bit. You can tell because of the bun. But no, listen here, dude. Like with Javier Bardem, he's a great actor. He's somebody that you want to keep on for more than one movie. You know, like what they were intending to do with Jonathan Majors. So, like, would you rather have him as Galactus, who's going to get beaten one movie, one and done, or an overarching villain like Doctor Doom, where he's going to be there? You didn't catch me this time, and or
You
manage to
see what
find a way out
Degrassi
of
says?
the Phantom Realm. I don't think anyone can make a good
Yeah.
Fantastic Four movie. I agree too.
This will be the third Fantastic Four movie executive produced by Kevin Feige.
So does
Did he
that
do
mean that
Four Stick or excuse me, or the
no,
other
he did
two?
the first two.
Oh, okay, got it.
I
Oh,
think.
well, if they're gonna go with like a male form of the Silver Surfer, can we at least get Lawrence Fishburne to do the voice again? Because that was like one of the few things I did like about it. I liked Lawrence Fishburne as the voice. Well, I thought we should go for just this nostalgia push all the way, dude. Like, give me Jessica Alba as the Invisible Woman.
In Secret
Chris Evans
Wars,
as the Human Torch. Everybody, bring him back. Let's go. I'm talking every multiverse, everything that was ever a Marvel movie. Ghost Rider. I want Nicolas Cage back. Let's get it.
Yeah, I do want Nicolas Cage back. Definitely. I really like the first Ghost Rider.
Second one, not so
you
much.
did.
The second one, not so much. Ben Affleck is Daredevil. Come on now, dude. Let's get hype. Let's get all the Marvel movies back. Wesley Snipes is Blade. Freaking Eric Bana, as the Hulk.
Yeah.
All of 2003.
I would prefer that they bring in
well, I mean Edward Norton too. Let's get them all.
Yeah. Crazy Joe is here. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
All right, how are you?
I can open your package.
Oh my.
Is this something we should have said after the stream was over?
Oh my.
Try not to show. I didn't know who it was from at first.
I just got out of Thanksgiving. I went to see Thanksgiving.
Is it a horror movie?
Yeah, it's the spin-off of Grindhouse.
Okay. I was like, sorry, I'm out of the loop.
Well, here is my package opening from Joe.
Uh-oh.
Weird.
Shield your eyes. Oh, what?
The Al Yankovic movie.
I have yet to see.
I haven't seen this yet. I want to see it.
Does it have a digital code, Max?
No, it's a bootleg. I told Max that before. It's I had bought a bootleg, and then they put out a 4K of it. So
nice.
I'm passing that on to him, but you can watch it without commercials.
I don't know if
because when it was on the Roku channel, it premiered on the Roku channel. That is a as they call it, a quote unquote.
They put an FBI anti-piracy on the bootleg.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Roku channel is what they call a quote unquote fast, free ad supported television. so you had to watch commercials in it, which really kind of killed the momentum of the jokes. So there, with this, you don't need to watch the commercials.
All right, cool. I want to watch it soon. That's another cassette tape that I would like to find on Tape Hunters is Weird Al Yankovic cassette tapes.
I would recommend Thanksgiving. By the way, it's you know, a little different from the fake trailer from Grindhouse, but it's reliably entertaining.
Well, they're making Frozen 4. Some may ask, Frozen 4, you say? I didn't know they even released Frozen 3. Well, they haven't. Bob Iger is doubling down on sequels.
Smart
Confirmed
move.
that Frozen 4 is in development, joining Frozen 3, which hasn't even been released yet. And then there's the Frozen live action, which I'm sure they're also working on. If you're wondering about Frozen 3, don't worry, you didn't miss its release. Frozen 3 is in the works, and there might be... See, I really enjoyed the first Frozen. The second one I didn't like at all.
Oh, but the second one had the best musical number of either of them. Lost in the Woods. That Lost in the Woods number it's the laugh out loud funniest scene in either Frozen movie. It's the best song. It's the only song I actually have on my iPad, but I have the Weezer version.
Maybe I'll give Frozen 2 another shot. Okay. There's a lot of other Disney movies I would prefer to see. I'm not against them making a sequel to Frozen. I just want it to be good.
I think it's a brilliant move. This is why they needed Iger.
To make sequels, to greenlight sequels.
Yep, the printing money, man, printing money. He came in. He immediately announced Toy Story 5, and what was the other one? Frozen 3.
What about
Toy
Bugs
Story
Life
5.
2? That's the one that needs a sequel.
Yeah, but nobody cares about Bugs Life.
I care about. Somebody does. Me.
Yeah, well, I cared about
Bugs
Lightyear.
Life 2.
Nobody went to see it.
I want to know what happened to the bugs. What's a Disney movie that you want to see that they're not going to make a sequel to?
Lightyear 2.
What is this?
Actually, I really liked Lightyear. Brian, did you even see Lightyear?
No.
I think Lightyear was the Pixar movie that was most that lent itself most to sequels. You could have done a whole series of films about Buzz Lightyear. That's a missed opportunity. There should be like 10 of those Lightyear movies.
I think it was a good sci-fi movie. It was really good special effects.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Toy Story movie. Yes, Bugs Life. I remember the promotion for Pixar. That was the first time you're like, Pixar makes more than just Toy Story. Bugs Life was the next movie.
Well, what's Woody's last name?
What?
Can we get like a Woody movie?
A Woody movie?
I'm actually interested in a Woody prequel, because we know Woody from the movies. We know that Woody is from a toy line from the 1950s. However, we never. So I mean, Woody was around for a long time, and Woody doesn't even seem to remember. He doesn't even seem to remember his past. He kind of, his life kind of sort of begins with Andy. Well, where the heck was he before Andy? Because he dates back to the 50s.
I was wondering too. Is someone filing their nails? There's some kind of sound.
I don't know. Could mute real quick.
It's Joe. Whatever it is, I see his.
Is he on his phone?
Are you filing your nails?
No, I'm driving.
Oh,
that's why.
Okay.
That would be impressive if I could file my nails and drive at the same time, though.
Right?
Get on Letterman and shit.
Very understated.
Actually, getting on Letterman would be amazing. He's not on anymore.
True.
Bring back Hervey the Love Bug. Bruce, I'm sorry, you missed this. What Disney movie would you like to actually see a sequel of instead of the ones they're making? I want Bugs Life 2.
I thought they were making a live action Frozen movie. Like, oh, please God, no.
Another Mary Poppins movie.
You know what? I was pretty disappointed in that Mary Poppins movie. I thought she looked great as Mary. It just there was something missing. It just didn't seem magical like the first Mary Poppins. Yeah,
I liked it.
you did?
Yeah, I liked it.
I
Except there was one musical number that didn't feel like Mary Poppins to me. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, this doesn't seem like a song Mary Poppins would sing. But generally speaking, I liked it.
I want to see the Michael Rooker version.
Yeah. Well,
Mary
I'm
Poppins, yeah.
not against them making Frozen 3 and 4, but I got to see a really good trailer to get me interested. Just after Frozen 2.
Didn't Frozen 2 do better than Frozen 1?
It made a lot of money. I just didn't like it.
It's the second highest grossing animated film of all time.
Well, that's why they're making it.
Yeah, behind the quote unquote live action Lion King, which is actually animated.
Yeah. There's nothing live action about that movie.
There was
Sword
one
for
shot of the
Princess.
sun that was live action. That was it.
Oh.
Incredibles 3. I didn't like Incredibles 2 that much
3.
either. It wasn't bad. It's just like, okay.
I want a Tron 3 without Jared Leto. Don't get me wrong. I'll settle for the one with Jared Leto, but I would prefer one without Jared Leto.
Why do you have, what do you have against Jared Leto?
He sucks.
He's a weirdo. You said that real quick, bro.
Yeah.
No, that and 30 Seconds to Mars,
They have some good tracks.
So long ago. It was like from yesterday,
We're getting criticism from the chat, Joe. I'm sorry.
About what?
The sound is, I don't know what it is while you're driving, but it's like. All right. Well, we're probably going to end soon anyway.
Max, you have Hulu, right?
Yeah.
There's an anime on there. It's called Eminence in the Shadow. You should check it out. It's really good.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, Brucifer, you got to show me how you do that thing where you do the giveaway and people put the hashtag in and it chooses someone. Because I need to give away 4 copies of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
Let me put it in the. I'll put it in the private chat for you.
Thank you. Does the private chat
makes it a lot
stick
easier.
around?
Huh?
Does the private chat stick around? Like if I go in when I get home, will it still be in the private chat, or does that like?
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to your DM. Then.
Oh, thank you.
All right, here I'll bring up the members' mailbag.
No.
Well, you know what? You know what? Screw all you, because this is what happens. Nothing. Someone thumbs it up and didn't even leave a comment. Look at all you. Look at all you. That's why there's nothing in there. Like, the mailbag. Fail. And Degrassi in the chat, fail bag. Well, guess what? It is a fail bag tonight. Thanks a lot, everyone.
I got one thing to show and recommend for people. There's a new comic book series called Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. It's about a serial killer that's a bear.
Oh.
Wasn't that like a bear?
It's like Berenstain Bears, but she's a serial killer.
Oh my God.
Bloody bag.
Brucifer, did you get that comic book that came out several years ago called Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark?
No.
There was a comic book about a bear and a shark that were separated at birth. It was called Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark.
Oh.
Like the shark would come out of the trees in the woods and eat people, and the bear was in the middle of the ocean.
But another good series is called Shirtless Bear. It's exactly what it says.
I could be one.
The guy that goes around shirtless wrestling bears.
Nice.
I mean, that wasn't really what I was picturing, but
I was picturing those dance parties that I throw in New York.
With the Joe parties?
Yeah.
Well, look out tomorrow. I want to do a watch party for Monarch if it actually debuts. So that's what the plan is for tomorrow.
All right.
Why are
Well,
you
I'm around.
sighing, Brian? You got to start liking more than Trek. You don't even like Trek anymore.
I'm just messing with you, dude. I was trying to be
You're gonna
as
like. You're
contrarian
gonna.
as possible tonight. I
You're gonna
apologize
eat
if that
Monarch and
offended
love it.
anyone's sensibilities.
Did anyone watch Frasier tonight?
I actually finally started watching Frasier, Joe. It's
Tonight
all
was
right.
tonight was a
right.
good one. BB Newirth was back as Lilith.
Spoilers.
That's awesome. That's awesome. She's in the trailer. Oh,
I
dang
didn't
it,
see the
Lynn.
trailer.
Wait, who's giving spoilers?
You did. I didn't watch Frasier yet.
Well,
BB Newirth is in the trailer, dude.
I didn't give a spoiler. I said BB Newirth's back tonight.
That's a spoiler.
No, it's not.
I didn't know she was in it.
They've
I
been
haven't
promoting her
watched
for
Frasier
months.
in years. I mean, when I lived in Washington for a hot minute, I watched Frasier.
I
went
found
to
out my
Seattle.
wife used to watch Frasier with her family. She's like, "Oh, I used to watch Frasier."
I love
And then
Frasier.
she asked
It
what's
was a good show.
breaking news.
Stephen Young will be playing the superhero Sentry in the MCU, confirms Robert Kirkman.
How does Robert Kirkman confirm this?
Who's this?
Isn't he behind Walking Dead?
Walking Dead
Isn't
and
that the dude from Walking Dead?
Invincible.
Yeah, but why is Robert Kirkman verifying that Stephen because he's friends with him?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because
If
I
he
do
did
I
that-
do know Stephen Yeun got his big break on Walking Dead. So maybe Kirkman wasn't supposed to say anything. Cool. I've seen this rumor before about Stephen. I like him. You know,
his movie, man.
I don't know much about Sentry. The art for Sentry looks cool. What do you think about Sentry, Bruce?
He's a knockoff Superman.
Knockoff Superman.
Oh, he said a knockoff Superman. Who's gonna fight him
Superman
back?
Legacy.
That has mental
I
issues.
thought that was Superman Legacy was the knockoff.
So a YouTuber.
Don't remove me from the show. I'm all for this. I'm intrigued by this character. This is a kind of a character that I want to see, that I don't really want to do research. I just want to see. I want the movie or the content to present it to me. Who is Sentry within the? I think this is a character that you need to explain in the story. I want to know about Sentry. Hyperion, Sentry, Omni-Man, Homelander. Similar characters.
Knockoff of Superman. Same character.
Okay.
Well, that's just disappointing.
Stephen uses Invincible. Great actor. Fake news.
You're fake news.
It's only a spoiler if it's an MC movie or Star Wars. Let me see what she's saying here. Scavenger's Reign full season 1 is out on Max. It's a beautiful series. Lots of subtle intensity, if that makes sense. Atmospheric yet claustrophobic. Gotta see it to kind of get what I mean. I haven't heard of this. Have you, Bruce, Brian, Joe?
No.
Scavenger's Reign.
Ooh. Hey, Max, mind if I give a shout out?
Go right ahead. You're welcome. I'm your shout out. Yes. No. Who's your shout out?
Please subscribe to Renovision. They will Sticks and the boys will be doing a show dedicated to all things G.I. Joe tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m.
Cool. That sounds like a cool series too. Sticks and the boys.
Sticks and the boys. Here's a link. Subscribe to Renovision.
Wasn't that an 80s band?
Sticks?
70s,
Sticks.
80s, yeah.
Yeah, that's why that's his
Boys.
username. That's why he loves Sticks.
I haven't really listened to a lot of Sticks.
Come on in, let's see what's happening.
Oh, Brian's singing.
Pay the price, get your tickets for the show. You guys never listen to Sticks?
I know of Sticks. Listen, I'm trying to get into horror. I'm trying to get into some.
Who are you?
You gotta get some cassette tapes from the set. Dude, I'm gonna send you some Rush tapes, bro. You're gonna be a Rush fan.
Yes, I will up the cassette. Rush. One of Metallica cassette tapes was actually kind of crushed. It still plays.
I think
That's all
it's what is it? Kilroy is Alive or something like that. That's the album that with Mr. Roboto and yeah,
Uncultured
nothing.
Swines. Wow.
He's a
I
huge
know
fan of
who
Styx.
Styx is. Styx Boy 73. I just never really gave it. If I listened to some of the songs, I
First
probably
3
go, I
episodes are up.
first 3 episodes. I can't do a watch party
For
now.
what?
I'll wait till tomorrow night. I'll set up
The
a watch
rest will
party for
cost
tomorrow.
you.
Because
What is it on
I want to force
Apple
Brian to
TV?
watch
So I
it.
can't watch it
Watch him not show up.
because they're
Are you
bastards.
Who's going to show up for my Monarch watch party?
Not me.
I don't know.
What streaming service is
You
this
not
on?
either, Bruce?
Apple.
Tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, no,
I will
Apple.
most likely be on with Styx, talking all things G.I. Joe.
Who's excited for Hunger Games this weekend?
I'm excited to see the Marvels again.
Yeah, I want to see that too. But Hunger Games opens this weekend, so I don't know when I'm going
I'm
to get to
not
see
really
the Marvels
interested.
again.
Maybe I'll
It's
put up.
projected to make a lot of money.
Maybe I will put up the members' request for my movie this week, and I'll say Marvels again, Hunger Games, or what else is out. Please don't make me see Taylor Swift. I don't want to see Taylor Swift in a theater.
I've been seeing it all year on damn football Twitter. Okay, if I have to look at it all season long, you can look at it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay.
Oh, a
can
new
shake it
scoop
off.
from Daniel RPK.
Shake it off, Max.
Where? What scoop? Sound is very distracting. No, I think he's walking to his house.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's funny to me. Okay.
I don't. Okay. I don't believe it. I don't know. Producer's saying to kick you, Joe. I'm not going to kick you. I was going to look up the. Let me see.
Just put him in the back.
Trying to look up the Marvel's current box office, but it's very difficult.
So I keep
saying the Marvels is going to have legs. It's going to have legs like Little Mermaid did because it's a crowd pleaser. I saw it twice, and the crowd loves it, man. Everybody's laughing at all the right spots. It's a crowd pleaser of a movie. And you look at that audience score on the verified Rotten Tomatoes, people are really loving it.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy it. I want to see it again. I would like to see it IMAX before, but I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, I'd definitely go for a third showing. But Hunger Games first. I got to see Hunger Games first.
Well, let me bring this last article here, because no one participated in the fail bag.
Sorry, Max. This is funny. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, man.
Joe's in here twice. What the heck? The MCU isn't dead, but it's hurting. Help is on the way.
You can get rid of that other one.
Nothing gets attention during a dynasty quite like its potential demise. If you could take a moment to wipe the drool of many a mainstream movie critic from your screen, you might notice that the obituary for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, probably written in advance after the Eternals, has finally been published at various outlets. The Marvel's a superhero heroine team-up and sequel to the billion-dollar 2019 film Captain Marvel debuted to a sub-50 million opening weekend, a new low for Marvel Studios that raised questions about the end of everything. But don't put the MCU out of your ofrenda just yet. The MCU's box office success has always been a combination of the comic book diehards and the casual movie fan. You can't reach $1 billion at the box office without one or the other. You need both. The thrill of being a part of a 10-year connective journey and the march toward the battle with Thanos over 2 Avengers movies had the geeks hyped and the non-comic book heads intrigued. It was a moment in a movement. The first decade united these audiences with smart
Ooh.
plotting and sheer star power. Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Chris Evans' Captain America, Chris Hemsworth's Thor, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow, and the late Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. These are once in a generation lightning in a bottle castings that might not be that might just be impossible to duplicate no matter how hard you try. The only moviegoer likely to ponder whether to let the MCU go for good now are Mr. and Mrs. Joe General Public. If you know what that ultimate nullifier is, can identify whether a 1990s Superman image is drawn by Todd McFarlane, Mark Bagley, or Eric Larson just by looking at it, and read Wizard magazine religiously in your youth. You'll be in line to see the next thing Marvel Studios does, whatever it is, just like I will, even if it's Darkhawk movie. Please let it be a Darkhawk movie. I would like a
God,
Darkhawk
no.
movie. Why? What's wrong with Darkhawk?
Oh,
It's a cool character.
I mean, you guys are just pulling out names, aren't you? These are the actual characters.
What about
Yeah,
NFL
Darkhawk is a
Super Pro?
character.
What about NFL
Oh,
Super
God,
Pro?
man.
I don't know. Doesn't mean you'll like everything, but you'll be there because comic culture is part of your DNA. You grew up always wanting these movies and never had them as a kid. The MCU is marching towards its second decade, and you'll be there
Yeah, but now you're a
when it's
demanding
old
adult
enough to
wanting these
drink.
movies. Isn't that messed up?
What's that?
I said
What's
now
that,
Got
you're
another rumor,
now we're
Max.
Hold on, I got to finish this article first.
All right,
I'm up for it. Yeah, but what seems to be losing that first casual crowd is the difference between an apparent flop and box office domination. In many ways, Disney and Marvel have done it to themselves. What seems to be really ailing the MCU right now is an overabundance of content that started when Disney decided to get into streaming game with Disney Plus. Disney wasn't satisfied with their streamer just being the landing spot for its MCU films when their theatrical runs were over. Disney wanted new MCU content exclusively on Disney Plus. That ambition stretched Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige and his lieutenants thin when it came to quality control. A movie universe now had to act like a television studio as well. If Disney just would have been happy with revitalizing Star Wars on Disney Plus with the Mandalorian universe, letting MCU breathe in theaters only, maybe we wouldn't be having this conversation. That's not to say that MCU on Disney Plus hasn't had the success. WandaVision, Loki, What If? The Marvels isn't a singular failure. An MCU movement like this has been brewing for a while. A film that features 3 charismatic female superheroes also wasn't helped by an actor strike. Oh, they're giving lots of excuses in here. I don't know. The article was going so well. It's not just that.
But it's accurate, though.
I think
I agree.
But the MCU is not dead. Hurting, yes. In trouble, potentially. But there's still a pulse in the future that will only be the MCU movie next year, Deadpool 3. Okay, now the article's back on track. Deadpool 3 is going to kickstart the next.
You skipped the whole thing because you didn't like it.
I did.
Wow.
No, because the article's getting long.
I saw
I didn't like it.
I saw an idiot on Facebook today. He said the deadly sentence, the sentence that just makes me like attack. This jackwagon said that the Marvels failed because it's a movie that, here we go, quote, nobody asked for. Every time I hear somebody say nobody asked for it, I want to smack them upside the head because you don't make movies. Yeah, number one, you don't make movies because people asked for it. There's no application you send into Hollywood to request a movie. They make movies because they have an idea. And it's a sad day if we ever get to the point where they start making movies just because someone asked for it. If that's your whole reason, then we're doomed as a society. And number two, it was the sequel to a $1 billion hit. So yeah, people asked for it. Me.
I did. After I watched Miss
You're
Marvel,
the only
I
person
like,
I know that still uses Jackwagon.
Yeah, at least it keeps you monetized, Tommy.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Well, I was trying to get to, it was taking forever. It was a good article.
A long
I
article.
feel like it was giving a little bit too many excuses that there were the actors strike, and that's not. I don't.
Oh
I
my
think that's part of
God.
the reason
Are
underperforming.
we
But
He just want to
rehashing this
He
again?
just wants a dog pile. He just wants a
no,
dog
I
pile.
think that's part. I didn't say it was not a relevant reason. I just say it's. I think it's more. It's more than that. If it was a thing,
In the
something people
article
want to
said
see, they
that
would
it
see
was
it.
more than that building up to this point.
There was more than just the actors strike and everything that caused the underperformance of the Marvels.
There might be a director attached to Booster Gold.
Oh really? Oh, that
God.
sounds great.
Mhm.
But Deadpool 3,
Jody Hill of Superbad fame
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I know
and
the
Oh, that's why
Eastbound
you
and
said
Down.
Jonah Hill. I was like,
That's the DC project I'm most excited for. By
Booster
far.
Gold.
I love Booster
I mean,
Gold.
I know Superbad.
I like Eastbound and Down. It was a great show.
Didn't I say
DC
Superbad?
Studios.
Kenny effing Powers.
Can I say
Booster
something
Gold is
that's
my
that
absolute
may be
favorite superhero.
even though I don't know if I should say this. Okay, would I see a difference between James Gunn's hiring some of these directors? Who has he gotten for all so far? If this is
Oh
accurate,
God.
Mangold.
yeah, Mangold,
Um,
Himself.
yeah.
Blue Beetle director.
Well, he didn't hire the Blue Beetle director.
Well, he's hired him for his new DC universe, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't think
He
so.
extended him, bro.
But he's got James Mangold interested. It seems he's going not anti, but he's not going with the flow of like Marvel and Kathy of hiring directors. You know, what does Kathy do? What does MC?
Oh,
Huh?
jeez.
I don't even want to say it because
where are we?
He's
Where are we
so
going
trying
with
to
this?
conflate this.
he's
I don't know. He's trying to say that like they're being like Kathleen Kennedy.
no,
Oh
no. I'm
God, it's
saying
time to
he's
go to bed,
not.
Max.
No, I'm saying he's not. He's just hiring directors. Whereas like Kathy will like, oh, this director for the
Just
Ray
like
movie
Kathleen
won
Kennedy.
an award
Just
for
like Kathleen
documentary
Kennedy.
or something. It
Just like
just seems
Kathleen
like
Kennedy.
he's hiring people that have a history in
Oh my
genre
God.
filmmaking, like James Mangold and this guy for Superbad, for a comedy, for Booster
The
Gold.
bias is strong with this one.
Whereas Kathy's like, I'm hiring a director that won a documentary and award, but you never really heard of them. Here you go.
Wait.
She's making the next Ray movie.
A
Didn't you just
director
criticize?
award? Oh my God!
Didn't you
We're
just
talking J.J.
criticize?
Abrams. You. Oh my God! You jackwagon.
Did I
Didn't you just criticize Gunn for hiring his family and friends in his movies?
Yes.
I mean, we'll be
Okay,
lucky
just
if Gunn
asking.
is as successful as
I'm
Kathleen
saying that
Kennedy.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm just if this is accurate, then it seems like James Gunn's just hiring directors without any other factors creeping in, which I think should be.
Oh, get out of here!
It doesn't matter what you think.
It does matter what I think. I want diversity. I want a variety of directors, but it seems like he is going with directors with
Why you got to play the diversity card?
what?
Why are you trying to say it's not a good idea to go with the hot hand at the moment?
By the way, I love the guy. I watch his show every day. I think he's really good. But has anyone else noticed that John Campea has been getting really sloppy? Like he's been like running with stories that he doesn't fact check. The other day he was going off. He was going off on a rant about the new Supergirl writer that James Gunn hired. Because she has never, according to John Campea, she's never written anything before. And this is like the second time in the span of a week that he did a story where he didn't do his research. Because he's like, I went on IMDb. She doesn't have any credits. And it's like, that's because she's a playwright. They don't put plays on IMDb.
Yeah, like a movie database.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
He did it last week with Coyote too.
Anthony says, I'm confused if you're giving James Gunn a compliment or not. I'm not giving him criticism. I don't know if it's a compliment yet. I just see other Disney, Kathy, they promote other things about some of their hires, which are great accomplishments, but might not necessarily generate.
But
Let me finish.
okay.
It might not actually
hurry up and get your point out before I forget what I'm going to say.
A good project, yes.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit here. Let's go to the first 3 directors she hired to do her first big tentpole movies. I'm talking about Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, J.J. Abrams, everyone's basic pick to direct a damn Star Wars movie. Okay, I don't think anybody can argue about J.J. Abrams being a director. Okay, Kathleen Kennedy hired the man. Okay, she also hired Lawrence Kasdan to help write the damn movie. Okay, we got a good movie. Force Awakens got people back into Star Wars. It was great, especially after the prequels. Okay, Rian Johnson at the time. Rian Johnson had done some pretty solid movies. He directed one of the best episodes of Breaking Bad. He was an up-and-coming director. Not a problem. Put out a decent movie. But everybody freaked out because he pushed it back against people who said his movie was going to suck. Okay? Yeah. How many people went to war with Rian Johnson? You know, Max. Max. But anywho. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right. So, Kathleen Kennedy for Rise of Skywalker, who did she originally hire? Colin Trevorrow. Okay. Colin Trevorrow did the Jurassic World movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good movie. Okay. So that would be a reason to hire a guy. Okay. Now let's look at the other movies. Rogue One, Gareth Edwards or whatever. Sorry, Josh Trank, right? That was the first one. Okay. That was the first arguable screw up because they had they had director issues on that movie, right? You know. Tony Gilroy ended up finishing it or something like that.
I'd also say the guy who did Rogue One, what's his name?
Gareth Edwards.
Gareth Edwards. I would say he was a mistake too. Or the movie turned out okay. It worked out in the end, but he's
I think Gilroy, if he'd have taken it from the beginning, would have been better off. But no, so it's the same thing with Solo. I mean, yes, she swung and missed with and honestly, yes, she cast those, or she put those guys in the wrong spot, and that's Lord and Miller for the Solo movie. Okay,
I don't even know if that's her fault though. I think that's their fault because supposedly they weren't making the movie they agreed to make.
True. They agreed to make it one way, and then they were sitting there fucking around the other way. But no, I'm just saying, Max. Think about it. Her track record at best is 5-1. Okay, and then you look at the television shows. Who she put in charge of them? Jon Favreau. Yeah, whatever.
I keep saying she's one of the greatest producers in the history of Hollywood.
What the?
That's his new movie coming out.
All right.
Why are you watching this, Bruce? I know exactly. Well,
I'm not watching this movie.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you, Brian. I think she's had way more failures recently.
I bring facts to the table. Recently? That's hyperbole, Jack.
What did he failed at recently?
No. The most recent thing from Star Wars was Ahsoka. Ahsoka was amazing.
Yeah, I can't think of I can't think of a single failure she's had lately.
It's a failure.
I couldn't name more
for you. I'm glad you can't. I'm not going to argue.
It's a failure because it's not in the theater. Because according to Max,
look at Raya like that clip too. There you go. Pedro and Ethan Hawke.
Yep.
I'm very disappointed in you, sir.
I forgot the name of that movie.
Disappointed me? I'm too. Yeah. I can't argue about Kathy anymore. I just can't. I'm over it. You don't have to believe me. I don't have to believe you. Whatever.
You don't argue. You just cut her down, dude.
Whatever.
True. Facts.
I need my backup. Right. Where's Voltaire? Right. Voltaire!
It's too late for him.
Hi and hello, everyone. Kathy Kennedy.
I mean,
Okay,
if they
well,
would've
where
just
we go
started
from
with
here?
frickin' what's
See,
his face?
Anthony says Solo was a failure, but that's actually not entirely true. Solo was a box office failure. Creatively, it was a terrific movie. Same with Indiana
Really good
Jones.
movie.
Made a great movie. The people didn't go
Yeah.
see it, but as a creative, you can't control what the
didn't go
people are going to
see it when
see.
it wasn't a
You can, yeah, no, that's because that's what you do as a creative. You make the best movie you can. You either make a good movie or you make a bad movie. You can't control that the people are going to see it or not. Orson Welles made a movie considered the greatest movie of all time, and people didn't go see it. Citizen Kane was a box office flop. You can't control what the people are going to go see. And that's another thing that Jack
Solo
Wagon said to
wasn't
me the other
Citizen
day.
Kane.
Some Jack Wagon said to me the other day, well, if the Marvels was good, it would be doing well at the box office. And I'm like, oh, yeah? Tell that to Tron. Tell that to The Big Lebowski. Tell that to Blade Runner. Well, we can just go down the list because traditionally, box office success does not mean you made a good movie. Just
Yes,
doesn't.
because look at people's favorite movies from the 80s and 90s. A lot of them were box office flops.
Yep.
They became cult
Austin
classics.
Powers
had no
International Man
expectations.
of Mystery was a complete flop. It found its audience on VHS, and then they made a sequel because of how much people watched it on VHS. Same thing with FX. Remember FX?
No. I beg to differ. Did you watch MTV when that movie came out? The first one.
Austin
They
Powers.
pushed that movie. Yes, they pushed that first Austin Powers movie so hard. I mean,
Yeah, but
I don't
nobody
think
went
it
to
made a
see
lot
it.
of money, but
No, it
but
was
they were
a
still bound
flop.
to make us. They were still bound to make a sequel, though. I mean, it was Mike
It
Myers.
only got a sequel because of its VHS performance. Same with FX. Remember FX2, The Deadly Art of Illusion, only happened because people rented the video.
Brian.
Yeah. This is
Oh
true.
yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh
care.
yeah.
Is it Star Trek Legacy? I don't give a shit.
It's better
I'm
than Star
serious.
Trek
Unless
Legacy.
it's
Brian,
unless
will
it's
you
Star
watch
Trek
Star
Legacy,
Trek
I
New
don't care.
Will you watch Strange New Worlds with me, Brian?
No, I'm done.
I actually am.
Star Trek is not giving me a show that I'm asking for, Joe.
Christine and I were actually talking about this. I think Strange New Worlds is the best Star Trek series since Deep Space Nine. It's just knocking it out of the park week after week after week.
I'm going to do a Strange New Worlds marathon.
Oh, I'll be down for that. We can watch the musical episode a few times.
Oh my god, so that is one of the top 10 greatest Star Trek episodes ever made.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh my god, it's so good. We listen to the soundtrack around here. My 8-year-old daughter knows all the words to the song "I'm Ready."
That's funny.
That's a great song.
No, it's cool. I mean, if you like it, that's great. I'm not going to crap on your good time. But
how did we go down in likes? We were at 19, now we're at 16.
Because I don't like Strange New Worlds. Yeah, I get it.
People take them away.
Because you were hating on Kathleen Kennedy.
They disagree.
No, that's not why. So what's else going on? Joe, we still need to do your appreciation stream soon.
Yeah, I don't feel appreciated.
Well, we're going to. This weekend I can't.
Oh, my weekends are about to get a little weird. So
yeah, we got holidays.
25th, I'm on a sci-fi convention.
I'm switching to the weekend night shift next week.
No.
So I'll be on weekend nights until March.
Well, we'll have to do it during the week sometime then. Or Friday night. Can you do Friday night?
I'm working. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
Maybe we could do. Can you do this Sunday before? Or you said you're switching
you
this
just said
weekend?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I thought you said next weekend.
Yeah, well, it all depends. It all depends. I don't know.
Maybe we could. Maybe we can appreciate you Sunday night.
Oh right.
We need to get the Joe appreciation stream. So maybe Sunday night, if because I'm going to visit my cousin again Saturday. I'm bringing him my OG Xbox and a VHS player.
Nice.
Oh jeez.
He wants it.
No, Marvel Studios is rumored to have met with Mads Mikkelsen for the role of Dr. Doom.
People are gonna
He
hate on
can't.
that
He
too.
was already in Doctor Strange.
Oh my gosh.
Why not?
I see
I
it
am
is.
Be wearing
I
a
am gonna
mask.
be so annoyed if they backtrack from the Kang story. That never ends well. That never
about
ends well. Just
large? Yeah,
recast
exactly.
Kang. Just recast Kang.
Hashtag recast Kang.
Facts,
Easy.
Anthony. It's because we talked about Star Trek.
Oh
Before
yeah,
last
the
week.
Abyss special.
Recast
looks good.
Picard.
It's
I'm
They already
okay with
did.
that.
yes, but it looks
If we get a
amazing.
reboot, fine. We have a
They
Picard.
already did.
His name is
Tom
Jack
Hardy.
Crusher. His name is Jack Crusher. Okay, he did perfectly fine in Picard season 3. I don't
Ooh.
know why they're messing around with the fans and not giving
Well,
them
you
something.
know that show's happening.
Well, then announce
Section
it.
30
Then.
Section 31 is still happening. They're ready for production.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to hear it until it's in, like, let's go. I don't care about Section 31. I don't really want to watch the next season of Discovery, which I know is coming out really soon. I checked out, man. Like, seriously, man. I barely watched Lower Decks, and I love that show.
What if I watch Lower Decks with you?
I don't know, dude. It's not. I don't know what it is, man. Just quit forcing it on me, man. You're making
Enjoy
me feel
yourself.
uncomfortable.
You only live once.
I don't enjoy it, so that's why I'm not watching it.
See, I like Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds better than Picard.
Wait,
I like
even
Picard.
even with this homage to
This last season of Picard was so good. It's hard to go back.
That was
to
so
anything.
good. I loved that.
it's so great.
I didn't see that episode yet.
The whole Nick Locarno episode, I was so the Nick Locarno episode was so damn funny when they're sitting there like, he looks like Tom Paris. No, I don't see it. He's got the same face. I don't see it.
Hey Max, did you watch the new Justice League movie on Max?
No.
There's a new one.
War World.
Is it good?
Oh, new.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is this
Yeah,
part of the
take a look.
Gunverse?
If tonight though, if Monarch's on, I'm probably gonna watch that and then watch it again for the watch party.
Double watcher, huh?
Yeah, why not? Anything over.
Oh, shoot, I'm
I
not
did
going
not
to bed.
like the end of Loki season 2. Ugh.
I'm gonna get some sleep. I think I want to do.
All right, well let's talk about this. It is getting around here. Hold
What's
on.
getting around?
He just really wants to
What
end it 2
Bruce
hours.
just said. That he would listen. All right, let's be real. If you take away the part where he was already in
Doctor Strange,
you just remove that from this equation. He's
Yeah, but who
great as
cares?
Doctor Doom. He's great as Doctor Doom.
But it's irrelevant.
Villain too within the MCU. He didn't have a face on.
Well, it's like DC with Mark Strong, you know.
Michelle Yeoh has been in 2 separate MCU movies as different roles, and Alfre Woodard has played 2 different roles in the MCU. It doesn't matter. I mean, in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jason Lee played 2 different roles in the same movie. He played Brody and Banky.
So did Ben Affleck.
I got to head out, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bruce.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got to do the same soon, man. But I'll wait for you.
Yeah, we did see his face, but honestly, taken in isolation without the other factors, and some people might even say it's don't even have a problem with that.
There we go. I'd rather have Mark Strong. Okay, he's already played 2 characters. He's already played 2 characters in the DC. Might as well bring him over. Okay.
There he is.
It was in that Green Lantern movie that everybody wants to forget. And then he was in what's it call it? Shazam.
Mark Strong was like overexposed as a villain.
They should Vader that shit. Don't get a name actor. Just get like a big dude in a mask, and then hire a really good voice actor to put in imposing
Earl
voiceover
Jones.
like James Earl Jones. Yeah, not James
Yes.
Earl Jones. Yeah, give us like I don't know, a Clancy Brown or someone. You know,
Someone says that feels like there's only 5 people working in Hollywood.
So it's gonna happen when AI takes over.
Not gonna lie, this would slap. I want to see what people's reactions are.
They're like, oh, have you guys seen that new freaking John Wayne movie, man? Freaking AI John Wayne, man.
No. From James Bond to Star Wars to Wizarding World to Marvel. Oh yeah, he was in
that's
Harry
right.
Potter too, right?
He played Grindelwald, yeah.
yeah, he was their improvement when they got rid of the wife beater.
Oh, yes. Well, I wouldn't call him that, but I agree about the improvement.
Someone
They
says
should
to
never
bring
have
back
cast Johnny Depp as
the
fucking
guy from the
Grindelwald.
first Fantastic Four movie. The source is
I'd
John
rather have
Campia.
what's his face.
That guy had a terrible voice, though.
The guy from the first one, like Nip Tuck guy.
Yeah, like because here's the thing: you got that Doctor Doom mask. You want an imposing voice coming out of there, and that guy was like, "Oh,
Sure.
Rain Richards, how you doing?" He may be a great actor, but he had the wrong voice to be coming out of that Doctor Doom mask.
I love Mads Mikkelsen and basically everything does, but unless this is some multiverse variant of Doom, then it makes zero sense. Mad was already cast in Doctor Strange as the villain.
People are so
Get his brother
narrow-minded on
Lars.
these things.
He was Thrawn. That would be kind of an imposing voice.
Great
Like,
casting.
it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
That's why I said Javier Bardem would be better.
I don't know. Someone says we need it. Solid pick. I don't know. I think it is pretty good. That would be he'd make a good Doom. I just love his acting, even though he gets into the same category as some other actors that show up everywhere. Usually he's one of the best in the project though when he shows up. He really gives it all. He did great in Rogue One. He did great in all the other projects.
Oh, that's a good choice. Larry just said Tony Todd. Tony Todd would be a great Doctor Doom.
I don't know who Tony Todd is.
The Candyman.
Worf's brother.
Yeah, Kern.
All right. Well, this comes to us via probably the hot mic.
Old Jake Sisko.
Yep. I love that episode so much.
I know, right? The Visitor.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It is John Campia. What? I thought someone was joking when they said the source is John Campia, but it links to a John Campia video.
Yeah, they announced the casting on Tobey Maguire's dick. And
so this is a John Campia rumor?
He missed that joke. That was a good one.
I thought people were joking in the chat when they said that. Hold on, I got to figure this out now.
You mixed my whole joke, Max.
All right, let's react to John Campia for a second here. You think he's been being sloppy? He talked about every single topic in movie talk. He's got like
but he hasn't been doing it. He hasn't been doing his research lately. Like for example, when he reported on Coyote versus Acme getting shelved last week, he was on and he's like, so keep in mind this movie has finished principal photography, but they still have to pay to do the animation. And I'm sitting there watching it, going, "No, John, you didn't read the article. The animation's done. It's completely done. It's 100% done." And he's like, "Yeah, they don't want to spend the money to animate this." And I'm like, "Oh, John, you didn't read the article."
I don't think he cares with all the money he's making. Honestly, I honestly don't think that these big YouTubers that make all this money that do this for a living care about accuracy.
But that's the thing. He always was accurate.
And neither do the viewers necessarily.
He's been the best of the best in movie talk on YouTube for a long, long time. So when he starts getting this sloppy, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, but not until MME takes over. We're taking over, bros.
We're never going to take over. We're never going to take over if we run with misinformation like
That's how you
headline we
take
had
over.
last week. No.
Max
No.
has to read more than the first paragraph of the article for us to go.
What was that? What was that?
I read more in the
misinformation
first
headline?
paragraph. The article was getting very long, and it
What
was
was the
getting
headline
very lots of excuses.
What was that headline we had up last week that was a complete and total lie?
Which one?
I don't remember. I couldn't even come on the stream because I was like, if I'm on the stream, it's going to ruin my reputation being seen under that headline. Yeah. It was so disingenuous. It was not true at all. It was like I can't remember what it was now. Somebody help me out. I got to go through and find it now.
Oh, where I said that this means Kathy is being replaced with Feige.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that wasn't reported by a single reputable source, and we're putting it up there as a headline.
It was reported by me. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, well, you put it up there as if it was reported as news.
Isaac, the biggest movie fan, $4.99. Thank you, Isaac. Hey, Max, Joe, and Brian. How are you guys doing? What do you think Warner Brothers needs to promote their movies better? I think James Gunn could do a good job promoting once he's involved with the project. I mean, Superman Legacies, he's all over that. So
more coherent vision.
Yeah. There's a lot resting on Superman Legacy. Let's see how it goes. Let's see the first images we get from it. I think as much as he talks on social media that he's going to have a lot of Easter eggs during the production for fans. I'm thinking. Don't you, Brian? Don't you think he's going to be sharing a lot of stuff? Images.
I'm sure.
Yeah, from the set. That tired skid of a stream. You'll never get that stain out, Max. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let me see what John Camper says. I don't know where he's going to say it, though.
Oh, I saw this live today.
Where's where he talks about Max? That's what I want to see.
He was talking about Pedro Pascal being cast as Reed Richards, and he threw in there that someone told him that Mads Mikkelsen has had meetings as well.
Okay, well, let's see if he says it in the first minute or two.
And amongst the biggest conversations over the past 2.5 years, 3 years, ever since they made the announcements that Marvel was going to do Fantastic Four, is who's going to be in the Fantastic Four.
Got the rotating
it's
camera
been like
again.
Who's the next Batman and who's the next James Bond. It's been who's going to be Reed Richards, who's going to be Sue Storm. And that is the topic of today's Mint Mobile hotline question of the day. Listen, guys, if you got a topic or a question for the show and you'd like to hear your voice on our show, go ahead and call our hotline number anytime 24/7 at 951-268-4259. And maybe you'll hear your voice on our show. And today is specifically about that casting of Reed Richards. Check it out.
Hello, John and crew. This is Chris from Palmdale, California. So Deadline just recently reported that Marvel is apparently eyeing or is in talks with Pedro Pascal to play Reed Richards in the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. Now, as amazing as an actor as he is, well, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on him possibly playing the part of Reed Richards in the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. Thanks. Bring on the filthy.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot for calling that in, man. And listen, there have been a lot of names been thrown around. For a little while was all the rumor, all the buzzing was that dude from You, whatever his name was. And he looked good. He looked good. He's a good actor. That's fine. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Actually.
Then you had the old Adam Driver was a name that was being thrown around a lot. Now, yesterday, we started seeing some internet rumblings that they might be looking at Pedro Pascal. 9 times out of 10 that these internet rumblings happen, nothing comes of it.
But it was by Deadline /Film too, along with Daniel RPK for this one, Joe. So it's very plausible.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's why I always say, whenever I see these rumblings, I keep my eye on the major trades, because if it's true and real, it's going to pop up there. Well, now all of them, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, The Wrap, everyone has reported that they've also confirmed with their sources, with our forces,
with our
military arm of Variety, have confirmed with their sources that this is indeed true. Pedro Pascal is now, they're in the final stages. They're now negotiating terms of a contract and trying to work out to see if they can make the scheduling work, because Pedro Pascal's a busy guy, but it looks like Pedro Pascal is going to be our Reed Richards. This comes to us from Variety, who writes this.
Come on.
Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four,
Max.
which will bring one of the most
He
well-known superhero teams
barely
in
talks
all of
about
comics
it.
into the
It's
Marvel
just- it's a
Cinematic
throwaway
Universe,
comment he
zeroing
made.
in on one of its main leads. Pedro Pascal is currently being eyed to play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, a brilliant scientist who gains the ability to bend and stretch his body like rubber following exposure to gamma rays during a scientific expedition to outer space. The role would continue Pascal's hot streak of iconic characters. His career
It's very
first took
doable.
off with his memorable turn as Prince Oberyn
Me and
Martell
Joe will think
on the
about
Game
it.
of Thrones, and then
Joe's gonna
he hit
help tell
new
us
heights
that
when he was
if I have to do
cast
it.
in the titular
Yeah, it's
bounty
easy.
hunter in The
Google Plus,
Mandalorian,
set up a Google
the first Star
Facetime.
Wars TV and inaugural series on Disney Plus. The 48-year-old actor was recently nominated for an Emmy for his performance on the ongoing HBO series The Last of Us. All right, I have liked many names that we have seen thrown around as a potential Reed Richards. I very much like the John Krasinski name. I got on board with the dude from You, again, whose names I do not remember.
Penn Badgley.
What's that?
Penn Badgley.
Ben Badgley. Thank you.
Pen with a P, like a pen.
Penn.
Yeah.
That's right. Adam Driver. I actually quite like the Adam Driver name. I've liked a lot of them, and any one of those guys, including 7 or 8 others that have been rumored to be front runners, I've liked almost all of them. It's like, yep, that one would work, and yep, that guy would work, and yep, that guy would work. One name that never came to my mind was Pedro Pascal, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't know if I love it. Okay, he's like, okay. I do love Pedro Pascal, but love him in that role? I don't know.
He's a good actor.
For
I mean,
two
honestly, I'd be happier to
very
see him come
important
back
reasons.
next to Lord again.
Reason number 1, he's one of the best in the world right now. He is a world-class actor. He's been nominated for the top acting prize there is in television, Emmy Best Lead Actor in a Drama for The Last of Us. He was so fucking good in that show. He's so good in that show. He's so good in everything. And his Saturday Night Live episode is still talked about all the time. Like, everybody still talks about that episode that he did.
Really?
He's
don't
just
remember hearing anything
absolutely
about that episode.
phenomenal. Okay, so he's a great actor. That's always my number one thing. Whenever you're talking about casting any kind of role, my first question is, I don't give 2 shits about what height he is. I couldn't give, any sort of care about, is his eye color the right color? I don't give a shit about any of that nonsense that makes 0 difference. How good of an actor are you looking at? Is the actor and the performer you're looking at a world-class or a really, really solid performer? And that question is answered with yes, with Pedro Pascal. The second thing I really love about it, and this image that Jonathan has up is very appropriate right now. And not everybody's going to agree, and that's fine. I want a man playing Reed Richards, not a boy.
Now
Like,
you're a man,
I was all for
man,
the Miles
man,
Teller
man.
Fantastic Four that they were doing. I really
Now
yeah,
you're a man, a man.
I agree with that, though.
Man.
I'd
Now
rather
you're
have
a man.
an older man playing Reed.
fantastic performers in there, but much like the Muppet Babies, I didn't really want the Fantastic Four babies. Like, the Fantastic Four are supposed to be grown-ups, right? Reed Richards should have been around long enough to become the smartest man in the world, right? Not some 28-year-old. Like, that's fine. You can tell good stories of that, but get a real grown-ass man playing the role. That's one of the reasons why I also would have been really good with John Krasinski playing it, stuff like that. I really love that you're going for somebody outside of their 30s. I think that's great, and I think that's key. And I'm super excited about that. There are so many things. Now, I've already seen it online. Since when is Reed Richards Hispanic? Or,
He's Chilean.
But
Well, not Reed Richards.
You've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
those things, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Seen him right here.
it's funny because I remember that same crybaby approach when they first announced him as Joel. Everybody who said it is scurried off to their
Who the
little
hell-
mouse holes in the wall now.
What the hell's Joel?
let's
The
go
Last
back in
of Us.
time a little bit to when they
Yeah.
first announced that Pedro Pascal was going to be Joel.
This
The
is a-
number of YouTube videos coming out and crying and screaming,
actually
and it's
don't
like, this
remember
is
that many.
ridiculous. They've lost before they've even started. This show's gonna be a disaster. All this kind of stuff. What they do? They made one of the greatest television shows.
I don't think people are complaining about that. They're complaining about the characters in the game and where it eventually leads, without spoilers. That I actually didn't see a lot of complaints about Pedro being Joel.
Shows of all
Let me
time.
just say
He
for a
killed
minute
it.
here. I love Chris Carr. I love Chris Carr. She's adorable.
She's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's she doing on Campia show?
She's
Nominated for the
she's
top
smart,
acting prize in
she's
the world.
charming.
Listen, he's a great
Yeah.
actor. He's going to come in. He's going to embody this character. He's going to make it his own, and he's going to make it something powerful, like he has done every single fucking time he's come on screen.
Whoa.
That's what he
Get me
does.
demonetized.
And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see him in this role. Now, there is still one hitch to this. Hollywood Reporter saying the
Hitch is
main
in it?
obstacle
Will
they're
Smith?
still going to overcome. Apparently, all the contract details apparently are going to be easy. The one thing they said that might become a little bit of a hurdle is scheduling, because Pedro Pascal
He's busy.
has got a lot on his plate that he's already committed to. So are they going to be able to make this work in and fit with his schedule? They say it looks good, but that might be the one hitch. So if this actually ends up coming to fruition, yeah, I cannot wait, because one of the things that this tells me is that they're taking this extremely, if you're going out and getting Pedro Pascal, you're taking this extremely seriously. And I love hearing that for this movie. And then it really makes me excited to see who the other casting is going to be. And now that the freaking strike is over, I believe we're going to start getting a lot of cast announcements fairly quickly, because this movie should be going into production sometime in the next 6 months, which means, well, I mean, the director already let it slip that the casting's been done. We just don't know what it is. And I'm excited to find out what it's going to be, especially if you're coming out of the gate with Pedro Pascal. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video,
God.
HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh,
Hello
pre-portioned ingredients and well, HelloFresh with code
yeah.
can't be
Bacon and jalapeno.
Properly trained from the Tisch School over NYU, has a Shakespearean background as well. He can do anything. And while a whole bunch of people are saying, I don't see him in this role, well, he hasn't done a role like this yet. So give him the opportunity. He doesn't look like Reed Richards. Okay, well, no one looks like an Elastic Man with that hair typically.
And by the way, there have been about 30 different looks of Reed Richards in the
Exactly.
comics. So when you say what is, you know what it reminds me of? I remember when Superman Returns was coming out and they went to Comic-Con, they were promoting the at the time upcoming Superman Returns. And one of the fan members, one of the fans asked the director, said, you know, just curious why you changed the costume. To which the director said something really smart. He said, there have been, I think he said, 27 variations of the Superman costume in comics. So when you say change the costume, change it from what? Because there have been 27 different versions of it. So that's how I
Absolutely.
kind of
The constant has been he's typically had white in his hair.
yeah. As long as
that's
he's
been the
got a
big
little
thing.
bit of gray,
So we
white
can
and
do
gray on the
that,
sides, we're
right?
good.
Just have that look. I think this is a really, really smart move, though. I think he'd do a great job. I know some people in the chat, too, were saying, I could have seen him as Doom, maybe not Reed. What I love about this, though, is that Pedro is somebody who could play both parts.
Okay, now they
And
might,
if you
now
follow
they might be getting to the source is John Campia talking about Mads Mikkelsen as Doom, because they're talking about Doom. Finally, 11 minutes in.
These comics, Reed breaks bad. Reed takes some
Reed has turned very bad at times.
He can take some really horrific turns, much like how we talked about the Authority thinking that they had the authority to rule over people and control and keep the peace in a very specific way. Reed's intellect gets in the way a lot of, I know how to fix this. I'm just going to have to break a few eggs along the way. And so I think if they go through that kind of route too, you've got an actor who can handle that, who can do the heavy stuff, but also have that first family of comics kind of mentality too. We can see him being this kind of bumbling, awkward guy who really just wants to be with Sue, or maybe he already is with Sue, right? We can see him as that scientist, but we can also see him as the guy who becomes a driving force with the Illuminati. He can contain multitudes, and you need an actor who needs that, who can do that as well. And Pedro Pascal is one of those actors.
Here's a
point. Like for me, the Fantastic Four, ever since the movie was announced, I don't really care. They're just not something I'm excited for. To get an actor like Pedro Pascal, he's like one of those guys that I just like seeing on screen, no matter what he's playing.
Right.
Like Patrick Wilson, if he's playing anything, I like seeing him on screen. It'll put my butt in the seat.
P. Willie?
So
P.
So, you
Willie?
know,
Good old P. Willie?
my first choice was Matt Smith, but you know,
Matt
if it's
Smith would have been great.
if Pedro is it, fine, let's do it. Let's do it then. If
Yeah.
that's it.
So by the way, I hesitate to share this,
Okay,
but I'm
finally.
going to share this.
Finally, Joe. Man.
Yeah, I
All right.
told you there was like a.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. And it's
on.
not going to surprise many of you. It's not going to
Oh.
surprise many of you. But I was on one of our episodes a couple months ago. I said, you know, when they do cast Doom, I think it's going to be somebody who's the same age as whoever they cast as Reed Richards, because they're traditionally their history is supposed to be they came up together, they developed a rivalry, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got contacted by someone.
He's doing the typical. I like how he says in the past that I'm not in the scoop game, but then he does stuff like this, Joe.
Huh?
Okay.
One that said, you know, you may not be particularly correct about that, Campia. Like, really? What they confirmed to me is that they have talked to Mads Mikkelsen as Doom. Now,
All right. So this is where everyone's getting that source from, is John Campia says someone contacted him. This is how.
My Campia impression. Is it wait, do a split screen. Is it me or Campia?
I can't.
You don't know. You don't know which is which. You don't know which is
I
which.
messed it up now.
Here, I'll confuse you even more. Everybody take a good look at Tobey Maguire's dick.
Yeah.
See, now you're confused. You don't know. You don't know who it is.
All right. Well, let's see what else he has to say because it's a short clip.
to be clear, I'm sure they talked to a dozen people.
Mhm.
They did not tell me Mads Mikkelsen has been cast as Doom. Not at all. But they just were able to confirm to me Mads Mikkelsen is one of the people they talked to for Doom. So I said that's not going to surprise many of you because a lot of people speculated Mads Mikkelsen is Doom. So I
haven't heard that. Have you heard a lot of people before this rumor
No.
talk about Mac
No.
because of his other role? You know?
No.
Larry
Yes.
Korkwitz, $10. Thank you, Larry. I really
Yes.
appreciate the support.
Norm's Fantastic Four is the best. All right. You don't want me to be Mr. Fantastic? I'll be Mr. Assface. The press will have a field day with that.
Well, let me read the super chat. I implore you to play Norm Macdonald's Fantastic Four joke. Just search it, and it'll come up right up. It's only like 5 minutes long. You're going to love it. I would like to play it even on air, but I just got another strike on the channel, and it was because of Beetlejuice. So I will watch it after.
Wait, for
because I
showing
don't know
that
where.
image?
Yes, they sent me a strike for showing Beetlejuice, a still frame of Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice 2.
Well, if you ask me, after SAG and the writers, we've had enough strikes for 1 year. Hey-oh.
So I really appreciate the support. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very nervous because I still got the
You've
perfect thing.
you've heard that before, right? Didn't we listen to that once before? Yeah, Mr. Assface. You call me Mr. Assface.
Member for 7 months. All right, hold on. Let me see.
The fantastic power.
All right, let me see. It's from one of his albums, though. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. But that's not even the best bit on that album. The Tex Hooper bit is the best. Oh my God, I think Tex Hooper's gone gay.
Oh, all right. That's messed up. You're mad at me. They should call me Mr. Stretchy. Okay. Well, let me finish this first.
I can just tell you that I got contacted to be told I was wrong, that they're not exclusively looking for somebody who's going to be the exact same
It can
age.
be lonely being wrong.
Right? It happens. It happens. As that, but man, I know it's a total typecast though, and there are many actors who would be great playing Doom, but man, I could so easily see Mads Mikkelsen playing Doom.
What if they got Pedro as Mr. Fantastic playing against Mags as Dr. Doom? That would be pretty good.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna pay to see it no matter what.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's a lot of Papa in one movie.
Oh,
If it's Pedro and Mads, there's going to be a lot of people who are like, I'm very confused about who I want to win, but I'm not mad about it.
Maybe
Only
P.
me?
Willie. Maybe P. Willie will be Johnny Storm.
Yeah. Oh,
P.
there
Willie.
you go.
P. Willie.
Oh wait, he'll be older, right?
P. Willie bringing the storm.
I can tell you
They'll
something
DH
else.
him.
P. Willie, baby.
Something else.
Oh,
Who's
he's
P.
gonna tell
Willie?
us something else.
Who's P. Willie?
You watched them give him the nickname like seconds ago. He named Patrick Wilson P. Willie while you were watching.
I was tuned out. I was listening to where they're
Actually,
talking
a
about
good
Max.
nickname. That's a good nickname.
Are
That's
they
like
looking at
on
Joseph
my old.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing that
A
I
young
got
P.
told.
Willie.
On
That
my old
one of the
podcast,
final
we
two
nicknamed-
is that
One of the final two.
on my old podcast, we nicknamed Hayden Pantier Hay Pants. So
Zac
if you
Efron.
like,
No, I'm kidding about that. That one's a lie. I just
It's
totally made
like,
that one
I
up.
feel like that ship sailed.
I just totally made that one up. That one was a total lie. Anyway, again, I love this because like the Fantastic Four.
Okay, I think we have enough there. We reacted enough. All right. I'm gonna play like a few seconds of it, Larry Corkwitz, but that's about it. I don't want to play the whole thing. I think I've heard this before. I have a bad memory, so I can't remember what he's jokes about in here. But I'll play like a few seconds. That was great. Yes. I gotta go back. It'd be fun even to you know what we should put together, Joe? A celebration of old Saturday Night Live skits. And then just watch some really gold Saturday Night Live skits on a stream watch party. That would be pretty fun too. And then we could put the link out in the chat because it's just a variety of skits. We'll have to do the favorite Saturday Night Live skits of all time.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Do you remember the one where Patrick Stewart ran the erotic bakery?
No.
Oh man, it's so good. All he baked were cakes that had women go into the bathroom on them. And people came in, they're like, all these cakes have women go into the bathroom. And Patrick Stewart's like, of course, this is an erotic cake shop. What could be more erotic than a woman going to the bathroom?
I didn't see that one, no.
Patrick Stewart.
Letterman's appearances are fried gold. Okay.
Oh my god, yeah, Norm. Norm was the
It is
best. He was the
120 though.
best.
It's 120 for us, Joe. I gotta start to wrap up and get ready for work tomorrow. Thank you also. I really appreciate the support with the super chats because I have some high dental bills. Did I tell you, Joe, how much it's 2 root canals, caps, and then they want to do a third? Oh my goodness, it's getting expensive. My teeth are going to shirt in my 40s. You have good teeth, Joe?
Yeah, they're all right.
All right. Well,
I worry about my daughter though. She hates to brush her teeth. We fight her on it.
Oh, okay.
She reminds me of my friend. I had a friend passed away from cancer earlier this year. But I had a friend, Stinky Kate, and we all called her Stinky Kate because she hated to brush her teeth. She did. Don't get me wrong. She did brush her teeth, but she didn't like it. And she told us she hated brushing her teeth because she felt like it was putting soap in her mouth. So after that, we started calling her Stinky Kate, and it stuck. She was like Stinky Kate for the next 25 years.
which is a shame because she didn't actually stink at all. She did brush her teeth. She just said she didn't like to brush her teeth. But it reminds me of my daughter now because she hates brushing her teeth. And also, Stinky Kate and my daughter both hated wearing pants. But Stinky Kate had a fear. She said, like, as a child, she used to have nightmares that a guy was chasing her, yelling, "Pants, pants." So she was, like, frightened of the word pants because of these associations she had.
Well, I brush my teeth and floss and everything. It's just, I don't know. Maybe maybe I just have too coffee and hot liquids and stuff break down the enamel. I don't know, and make them weaker. And then my older age, I have no idea.
Are you using prescription toothpaste?
No.
I'll send you a link. I got a really good prescription because I have sensitive gums. Like I have gum issues, and I use a prescription toothpaste, and it's really good. It's like $20 a tube, but it lasts me like a couple months. I'll send you a link. It's good stuff.
Well, that's all for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with a Monarch watch party, and then hopefully we'll work out Joe's appreciation stream. We got a lot more content coming up. I might actually do a trailer reaction of Madam Web right after this, since I'm already in my blockbuster gear.
I'm really excited about that movie. That I loved that trailer.
Pocket flossers have changed my dental life. All right.
Clean teeth in the streets.
Good night, everyone. Or good morning.